Ah. I fucking hate Discord. Is it? Streamer mode, enable. Okay. Oh. Hello, hello. Hi, Ronmu. Hi, Zuby. Hi, Sammy. Dad, love. Hey, Euland, I have a request in DMs. If you could check that, that'd be very kind. Don't read it on stream, as in out loud. So 12 incline today, right? I would greatly appreciate not having incline today, but at the same time, I do appreciate the support. That is a rough one, Zuby. That is a rough one. No, I won't. I'll keep that in mind. Hi, Techno. Hi, Global. Hi, Kimmy. Your father left me, Yuli. This emote is factual. Morning, Linda. I'm in bed. Good. I like it when you're not working or going to school because you do too much. Hi, Butt Pregger, Egg Sucker, Boy Mom, Pizza Scissors, Bimbo Barbie. Well, we're going over your throne suggestions today. We're reading out all of them because holy cow, there was like 50 throne suggestions. I know, sorry. I've been laying in bed last night thinking about it. Hi, Techno. Oh, don't worry, Zuby. I have been fucking stewing in my own drama. Blah. Someone tell Corvu there is something wrong with my AI. 160 consecutive streams. Let's start stretching. Like Sammy mentioned earlier, I have some tree trimming to do today. You use those throne items? The ones I get, yes. Hi, Haxie. Everything I've gotten on throne, I have used. There are technically 3 things I haven't, but that's a haven't yet. Hi, Trogdor. You're still stewing? Trogdor, this stuff gets to me. This stuff, like, just... It hurts. Some random fucko that's like, fuck you, Ewan, whatever. I'll joke about that. Somebody that I thought I was close with... I go full Uchiha. Zuby's gonna find that funny. Zuby, I'm going through a thing right now where somebody I cared about blocked me. And all the love, all of the affection I had has become anger. I am like I'm so full of love, and now it's so full of hate. I'm just like, oh god, I'm a fucking Uchiha, I'm cringe. I'm working today, so not here for too long. Okay, well, I hope work goes fast. I've gone up to 30 minutes of stepper this month. I'm so Dedgeman. Hell yeah. Ron, we love. Hug. Or heart. Hi, Trog. Hi, Air. Fuck you, Elin. What the fuck did I do? Damn. Oh, who cared about me? Oh, I felt that with what happened to me in Dream Shelter. You know who? Oh, I think I know who. And that, Zuby, is one of the big things of, like, I've never liked that person. Dude, this is fucking relatable, man. A singular Haxie, 4 big guys, 2 bad blocked. It hurts. It hurts. What do they say? Hate is not the opposite of love, it's apathy. Love and hate, one turns into the other real fucking quick. I'm in the Tails world, so he sent me fucking Carol. Hi, Cairo. Sorry, Euland. It sucks. What happened, Zuvi, was I did something a little tactless. I don't think it was that bad. Just a little tactless. I was drinking Fucking JoJo's? I was drunk on Saturday. Hi, Hobbit. Yep, had to deal with that last month. It really do be Uchiha, though. Don't worry, Euland, you were in the right. I think what I did was a little tactless, and I didn't need to do that. However, it was a drinking night, so I feel like expecting everybody to be completely polite and tactful on a night like that is crazy. I feel like the person took what I said and thought it meant something much, much more. That's what I feel like happened. You're in the wrong, but like a my B should cover it. But the person went nuclear. I don't even think I'm in the wrong. Like, I don't think I'm in the wrong at all. I think what I said was totally fine. Hi, Zooey. Hi, Cairo. Good to see you. Wave. We're at lunges. Cairo, this is the Tales game that everybody started with. This is Tales of Symphonia, and this is the starting town. This house right here, this is the Chosen's one house. I'm on the wrong side. This is the Chosen's one's house. Her name's Colette. She is the Estelle of the game. Over there, this is the school. This is like literally where the game starts. And then I think somewhere around over here is where the best bud's house is. His name is Genus. He's a little elf. And he fights with a kendama. And his sister is the teacher. Her name's Rain. She's the staff healer. This is the Tales everyone started with. This isn't my edgy uwu Berseria. I started with Berseria. Okay. Most people in North America started with Symphonia on the GameCube. I do think a lot of people that started with Steam would have started with Zestiria or Berseria, but... not me. Hello, hi Zooey. Maybe Blood was looking for a fight that day? I don't know. My Purple Queen, have I told you how bright you are? Yes, I'm very bright. No, Steam correct. Never had a Nintendo console before Switch? I am like, I see the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm like, I want it, but I don't want it. I don't want to buy it, but I do want it. Mario Kart does look really fun. If you don't count handhelds, I never had one. If you count Switches one. Dude, I've had days I've just woken up and on a nice edge to go at someone. Add it to Throne, coward. IV and EV farming? I'll think about it, Trogdor. I've never woken up just, like, ready to fight. I've never been like, wow, I'm in a bad mood, and I'm gonna take it out on the first person I see. What I have been, and what I'm going through right now, is I go through drama with somebody. Somebody has a problem with me. I feel like I've been wronged. Or maybe I did something wrong, and, like, they don't really care for an apology, and they go further than, like, hey, you were wrong, Ewan, than I feel is appropriate. That shit will stew on my mind for a month. There's like 4 people that I've had this with in the past 2 years, and I still fucking think about them. One of them I think about less because we've made up, but 3 of them, I still stew on it. I still just think back to it, have an imaginary argument with myself in the shower. Not healthy. It's not good. IV and EV farming, I'd switch to a Throne. We've been over this, you can't get one since you aren't a Switch. Right, I'll do my best to not throw hands, but I'm on it and ready to go. I still think about it sometimes. If it's the one I think about with you, Zuby, that person just, in everything they did, pissed me off. The first time I ever met, like, took note of their name, Zuby, their first time was, wait, you're Yulin from Elite's chat? You're the guy that throws money around all the time. Truth or dare? Dare, I dare you to buy The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for my girlfriend. Man, get the fuck out of here. Alright, oh, that was the first time I ever talked to that person. All that stew and he still can't cook. In hindsight, I could have prevented it. Hey, he cooks potatoes. Now that is a good fucking joke. Well done. That one kind of hurt, actually. Hi, Baldir. He's holding the pot. Oh my god, really? Holy shit. Oh, they were just a cunt. Dude, that was like... Aside from like, hi, Euland. That was like the first sentence they said to me was, I dare you. In a game of... We were playing Truth or Dare, right? We were playing Spin the Bottle. On a drinking night. And they threw that one at me. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay. I dare you to walk like a chicken. Yeah, okay. Holy shit. Yeah, I want the Switch too, man. I don't want to spend that much. I will probably not get it first generation. When it has, like, second generation, hi, Kimmy, I will probably get it then. And, maybe if it's, like, discounted, I don't expect it to be. Come here, you two. Come here, Kimmy. Come here, Haxie. Blunk. You're too far away. I need you to be right here. There you go.
Get shit out of it.
They got there eventually. I don't know that I've ever seen this face, Kimmy. It's just like, you look so unamused and unimpressed. And normally I just feel like you have a fucking...
I have that effect on people.
Hi, Logitech. It's Shinano still. I don't know. I feel like your voice twists what I perceive your face as. If that makes sense. Like, normally I just see you with, like, a stupid shit-eating grin on your face. But this one where it's just, like, eyes half closed and just, like, unimpressed. I'm just like, I don't know that I've ever registered Kimmy with this face. Hi, Pixel. Well, I guess I am really just following famous streamers around. Yeah, you're such a clout chaser, Zumi. Abandoning all of your friends to go be famous and, you know, hang around the 10 viewer streamer. You're such a clout chaser. If I wasn't saving for PC and trackers, I prob would. I thought I haven't pissed anyone. I hope I haven't pissed anyone off here. Nope. But like mange. Bet they're not with that girlfriend now. Oh, buddy. No, they are not with that girlfriend. And for the next year, all I got to hear from them was how they gave everything for that girlfriend and she threw him away. And she was a bitch and she was shit and he misses her so much. And it was like, dude, oh my god. No, he's not with that girlfriend anymore. But like, mange. Oh, it looks like beach day will be on Thursday. Logitech. Hoi hoi, y'all. Hug, 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 love. Come free me from work and cuddle. Cairo themself is at work. Hi, Pixel. Hello, Pixel. Hello, Ewo, Hoyo, Techno, Hoiby, Zuby. Hoiby? Hoo-hoo, you. We're nothing but hoes and tricks, not Thursday. Pixel, you can't say that. What are we at? We're at Bendy's. You know you made it if I get accused of clout chasing you. God. What's a sign I made it? The sign I made it as a streamer? What would be it? What would be it? I feel like making it as a streamer is whatever you set your goal for, right? Whatever you wanted to accomplish as a streamer, that's what you made it as. If all you wanted was to be less lonely and game with friends, the moment one person talks in your channel, you made it, right? If your goal is to pop off and pay your bills and quit your job, well, there's a certain monetary value that you needed to hit to make it. For me, it was weight loss. For me, I made it as a streamer when, like, I lost 70 pounds. And, like, everything else was going great. When I wasn't, like, having other problems while getting there, was like, dude, I fucking, holy shit. We could not be happier. Still waiting on the Torque Stretch Piggies. I pixeled the Mega Minecraft server with the hype game mode, Skyblocks, and plenty more minigames to count joy today. Adland. Just become a finance guru if you want to become rich. Dude, people that go into Twitch to get rich is like... How do I word this? What the fuck are you doing? If all you want is money, just go do a standard job. You'll get a lot more money way faster. And to like get to that point where you're making a lot of money, you're not doing Twitch the fun way. You're doing the like everything's a stepping stone 24/7 job to get there. You want money? Work at a brothel, duh. They want to be the one that gets lucky. Hi, Chocolate. Hey guys, I'm off to college soon. We'll be lurking. It's called getting lucky for a reason. I don't think there's that much luck in Twitch. I think there's some. You know, I think you can get a break. You can have setbacks. You can have, you know, things that catapult you. I feel like the people that are at the top are there through knowledge, skill, and effort. Any combination of those things. Are they good people? No, usually not. I think the mindset you have to be to get to the, you know, thousands of viewers is everybody is a stepping stone. Everything is for growth, and you don't give a fuck about what you do to get there. Twitch is competitive. Content creation is competitive. And what you have to do to be at the top of that competition is cutthroat. There's a few people who get that big without being that cutthroat. I think that is very rare. I think that is the exception. But I think most of the people at the top, they are there for a reason. You know, I look at every single Hololive person and I'm like, they're not there by accident. They have the fucking like skills and abilities to be there. My prime example of this is Suisse. I think of so many streamers. You had plans on burning bridges soon. I think of so many streamers that play games and read chat, and there's like a scale of how good you are at multitasking with this. And at the bottom of the scale is, hang on, let me read chat, pauses the game, and then reads chat. And then when they're caught up, they unpause and go back to it. And I feel like if somebody's watching a gameplay stream, that's fucking awful, right? That is a skill you need to develop. I'm at the point where you don't see me pause, but I wait for moments to like walk straight. And so I'll be doing things that are like, hi Smug. I'll be doing things that are like very uninvolved. I'll be literally just, you know, my character's walking and that's when I'm reading chat. There are people that have fucking chameleon eyes and they are just like playing the game at a good level while reading chat. Suisse, to go back to her, she's fucking fast dropping in Tetris and reading chat. And that to me is like, that is such a fucking highly developed skill that like, I don't even think most people can get to that level. That's just insane to me. That's fucking, there is a reason she is there. I did that back when I streamed back in 16, 17. Reading chat in the middle of Dead by Daylight or Street Fighter match. It's a skill. And like, if you have that as a streamer, fucking, it shows. And there's a lot of little things that are like that. If you want money, work at a brothel. They want to be the one that gets lucky. Hey guys, I'm off to college soon. We'll be lurking. Well, getting lucky for a reason. I heard from a friend being a bouncer sucks. Depends on if you like bouncing. Bouncers have to deal with a lot of shit. I think it also depends on the venue, right? There's probably some venues that are absolute ass, and then there's some that are probably really chill. Hi, Juice. Why pick streaming where it's worst career chance of making compared to people getting in the NFL? Heard from a friend that she does suck. Okay, Kimmy. Hewlin plans on burning bridges soon. Nah, Hewlin has to walk over them. I love the Stallion Moogle. Stallion! Hoi Smug, Hoi Smug. Yeah, I did that back when I streamed back in 2016. One day I'll be able to stream my comfort games. Bouncing on D's, Hoi Juice, Hi Juice. Okay. Remember when I was like, it's a skill to be able to do the thing and read, and then I just stood still for a minute? Yeah. I'm keenly aware of what I just did. Fuamoko history is insane. If you follow their career, Half the amount of blood, sweat, and tears they went through to get to where they are in Hololive. What, you mean you can't multitask? People think, like, they just grabbed some random streamer or content creator for Hololive. What they had to do to get there, they already had to be successful. They already had to be famous to a degree. And the Hololive brand is just, like, a jumpstart. Not even a jumpstart. It's just, like, another, like, you've earned this. You get to be part of this club now. I know 2 Hololivers from before they became Hololivers. I know of a few, right? I literally know one of them. Both really, really talented. What are we doing? We just did Cami stretch. So we're at Icho. We're at squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We played Tales of Vesperia last night on Cairo stream. We did not finish, but we might be finished. I think we'll do a little bit more. I think we'll do a little bit more on Thursday, but Cairo will have Mario Kart at that point. And so, you know, it's kind of like, hey, if we only spend an hour on this, sure. If we don't want to spend any time on this, sure. We're kind of just like, we'll feel it out. Finale part 8. Don't squat like that while in the forest. Don't understand why they privated the channel though. I was still listening to some songs. Is new Mario Kart actually good? I mean, it's not out yet. It looks really, really good. It looks like a fucking open world Mario Kart. Like all the tracks are fucking connected, which that's fucking like. I'm of the opinion that not every game needs to be open world. Having open world just to be like, look, open world's popular and we're doing open world is like stupid. But like with Mario Kart, they made it look really fucking fun. They made it look so fun. I'm like, oh shit, that might be awesome. Give that Crash Nitro Racing vibe, bro. Did you not see the UFO clip? I don't think I saw the UFO clip, no. Them making everything open world like a decade ago sucked? Hold on, what do you mean by that? In Mario Kart or just games in general? Alright, I gotta go back to work now. I hope it goes fast, Sammy. Games in general? Yes. There's some things where like, I'm getting some food? Okay. There's some things where like a game pops off doing this, and then every game does it. And it's like, you don't need to do this. Please don't. This is a cool feature in the right situation, but this fucking blows. World of Warcraft is really guilty of this in just the MMO scene where like every fucking MMO that came out for 10 years after WoW was trying to copy WoW. Hi Farisu. Yeah, I like playing Vice City too. Every MMO that came out after WoW for 10 years was like, we have to do 2 factions. Why? Well, World of Warcraft did it. Are you going to push class fantasy and like the whole like we've got 2 factions? The only game I can really think of where it worked is fucking Star Wars, because it has 2 very established factions in the series, and that makes sense. But like Rift? Why the fuck did that have 2 factions? Literally just because WoW did. The one that had out of racing stuff you could do. I'm still getting some food. Or I'm getting some food. Games Dinner like Metro. Yeah, I like playing Vice City too. Ion did the same. Everyone got to copy that WoW crack. It's like WildStar didn't need 2 factions. I think it got away with it, but like they had to take them down later on and make it so there was cross-faction stuff. I think they did that. WildStar could have just not had 2 factions, and it would have been fucking fine. Probably better. I do like the faction systems, but they shouldn't be more strict than WoW. 0 days since WildStar mentioned. What I want in a game is if you have factions, make it so that the player base can kind of go beyond those factions. I think World of Warcraft would have been really cool if guilds were outside of factions. So like you have the Alliance cities, you have the Horde cities. Each of your factions can only go to your cities, towns. The guards will attack you if you're the other faction. But guilds will be like, we can recruit, you know, any player. any player on the server. And, you know, the guild base would be somewhere neutral, right? Like Ratchet or Gadgetzan. And you could have, like, if they're in the group, anybody grouping up together in those raided sessions. I think the technology wasn't there back in 2004. I think it's, you know, something that they've had to really build up towards. But, like, I've always thought of the idea of, like, you know, Ice Crown the raid. We do that. Who killed it? Well, canonically, it's like Alliance or Horde does each raid, by the story. But, like, that just wouldn't be a thing, and, like, there'd be so much less player resistance. Imagine the people who are like, wow, I really want to play Alliance. Night Elves are pretty. All my friends are Horde. Okay, I guess I can play a Blood Elf. They're not really the cool, muscular, you know, Amazon, like, strong lady that I wanted to be. They're kind of dainty, and I can't really play the other things. It's just, I like that they have broken down factions now. I wish it was there from the start. It's your day since WildStar. No one knows you would eventually meet up and play with the opposite faction to work together for open world raid content or instance dungeon content. Friends, Horde. Fuck IRL friends. Play alone and be Alliance gang solution. Strong Amazon lady. Yes. Hello, I'm here. Hi, Noodles. For me, oh god, I gotta do squats. For me, it was, my friends wanted to play Horde and Alliance. We were gonna have a server on, or characters on both. And most of them all made Alliance, and I went to go make the Horde guild. And it was like, hey, we're all level 20, and it took a long time to get here, so we just gonna stick with these characters instead of doing Horde. And I'm like 25 on my Horde Warrior, just like, fuck, dude. I'm already like 50 hours in. Okay. And so I then switched to my Alliance. I think I made my Alliance character first, but my Alliance hero was only like 13 or something. Wow, this guy really can't multitask. Yeah, I ran into that problem with Pallies only being Alliance and base WoW. And I ain't playing a knife here, lol. The Horde was off limits for me until Kata. Burning Crusade was when they... Oh, well, no. That would have been Knife Ears. What did they add? They added Goblins. They couldn't be that in Kata. They added Thorin, which could be, Paladins. I think that might have been Mists of Pandaria? I wanted Blood Elves on Alliance for years. The moment Void Elves came out, we went Alliance. Eventually, I faction changed my old DK and went Alliance for good. Yolan, can you break it down for me? No, I can't. It was even later, cool, way after I stopped playing. I'm not sure if Taurens became Paladins in Kata or Mists of Pandaria. It would have been one of those two, because they had a whole thing about Tauren Paladins in Mists of Pandaria. There was like this whole area in Krasserang Wilds. It was like the Tauren Paladin establishment. Kata Sunwalker book? Okay, it was in Kata? Okay. Lore-wise, it would have become... Oh, wait, no, they would have done it... They would have done it in Kata, because that's when they redesigned Orgrimmar, and there was the whole, like, Paladin area for the Tauren. So, yeah, it definitely was Kata. Dance White Boy, thanks, Yelan. Kata Sunwalker book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Kuro spoils me so much. I missed the golden already. We got like Blood Elf Warriors, Undead Hunters, and stuff in WoD Legion. Hi Kiark. Hi Kuro. Welcome, Raiders. Good job today, Kiark. Thank you for the raid. Hi Lopner. Hi Techies. Okay, so I was actually playing with Kuro this morning. We were playing Monster Hunter. What did we hunt a lot of? We did the event with the 3 chickens, and dude, hi Hal. Thank you for the follow, Techies. Kuro and I were fucking smashing these chickens. It's a 3 Quematris quest, and we were doing this quest in like 3 minutes. These are high-ranked chickens, I think. We were getting high-ranked rewards. It's just they had such a small health pool because there was 3 of them. I'm doing Akuma because, God, I fucking love playing Akuma in Monster Hunter. We were crushing these things. And then Kuro's like, Yelan, I need to kill fart monkeys. Are you okay with getting farted on a lot by these dumb fart monkeys? And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go do the fart monkeys. We killed 2 of those. And then we got fucking crushed by a Gormagal at the end. It was tempered. Haxie joined us. I think Kuro dies. Haxie dies. I die. We've got 1 left, and I'm like, oh man, we gotta really be careful. I jump off the cliff to get into the fight. Gormagal is like trying to smash one of them. I land on the ground, and it just... So, like, I literally get back to the fight and die, and it was just like... Well, I will see myself out. I have to go to the store, everybody. Goodbye. It was one of those like, guys, I'm not rage quitting. I'm not just abandoning it because I just look like trash right now and died twice. I promise you. But man, did it feel like it. Had a lot of fun though. I always tease Kuro. I'll wake up early and he'll be playing a different game. And I will, I'll tease him like, oh boy, I woke up early. I can't wait to play Monster Hunter with Kuro. Or he'll be playing Monster Hunter and I'll wake up late and I'll be like, it's not that bad. Kuro's gonna save Monster Hunter for a different... Oh, he's already playing. Oh, it's you. I met you with Nyx. I remember. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I do love Nyx. And so if you're a friend of Nyx, then you're a friend of mine. Nyx has so many friends. Kuro Raid, welcome Raiders Raid. Hal Kiark, 30 minutes. Akuma, so cool. Please don't smash chickens, fart monkeys, and noodles full. Leland, what time did you wake up? No problem. It was quite a while back. Well, I would love to meet you again. What time did I wake up? 4 a.m., I think? My schedule is trash. Hi, Makaya. Nyx, a social slut. Yeah. And also just a robot slut. I shouldn't talk about that. I probably shouldn't. Gotta send more Gumi songs. See you at 4 a.m. You come here, them ears need pulled. We're at 6. We're at 6 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No flame Nyx there, a hoe. It's a little like too much. I should ask before sharing that. Noodles, hellos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I barely see Nyx as it is. Once in a blue moon, despite him saying we need to see each other more often. For me, I see Nyx a lot when I'm raiding with him in World of Warcraft. And so when World of Warcraft, the War Within expansion came out, hi Yoni, I saw Nyx like every day. We stopped raiding, and he was like, I'm never gonna see Eland again. I was like, that's not true. You're gonna see me all the time. And it was absolutely true. He was 100% right. I barely see that group anymore, and it's all my fault. The new raid came out. And everybody was like, let's get the gang back together. Let's go raid. And I didn't. I didn't come back. I don't know. I was not feeling WoW at the time. Just come do Panda then, Yuli. I want to do Legion Remix. That's the thing I want to do, and nobody cares about Legion or Mop Remix like I do. I would love to see Nyx more, but I have not been playing with the WoW group. Seen Nyx this morning. Nyx just like me for real, except extrovert. Robot, android, living dolls, cyborg gang. Such a Nyx thing to say, Pat. Come do Panda then, Ewing. I like Legion Remix. Sloth Remix kinda though. It is so hard following you, Furisu. Because you'll be like, when's Lego Remix though? This year, I think. Furisu will be like, Slop Remix, Slop Remix, Slop Remix. And you're like, damn, you must really hate Mop Remix. And she's like, what? No, I love it. That's just a fun thing to call it. Oh, okay, so you like it. And then she's like, yeah, but we don't have to do the trash like Slop Remix. And I'm like, do you like it or not? And now she's like, I like Legion. Slop kind of though. And I'm like, I don't know with this girl. I don't know with this girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legion Remix, as well as the other thing. Classic Plus, if they ever do that. I will be there for those. If they do any other game modes like Plunderstorm, I'm usually super into Plunderstorm. I've been playing retail a bit lately. Hi, Senril. Senril, I miss you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Classic Plus only viable if corrupted Ashbringer. You're such a dork. You're such a dork. Hi, Proxy. God, you're so fucking rude with that. He's so fucking rude with that chat. Door planks. I love the Bible. What? Hi, bestie. Oh, I just mixed 3630. I love the Bible. Good morning, Kyra. This is a joke I don't get. Oh, 46. 12 more seconds. Yeah, Kimmy? I love Babbel, the language app. 3, 2, 1. 37 start. I gotta turn this way. 40 end. I don't have Go-Go, so I can't flip myself. Also Pago Dune Soonj. Oh yeah. Do they have a stealth class in that game? Please tell me they do. I love Borbs. Ekum Bokum. I'm reverse blanking? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's no classes. Is there a stealth ability? Can I permanently stealth? What's reverse plank? Laying down on your back. Reverse planking is doing fuck all. Soon we're gonna stop planking. That's just lying down. Yes, yes it is. There's probably gear abilities that reduce sound. Oh boy. I mean, they are Aussie. Yeah, actually, if you reverse plank but you're Australian, is that just normal planking for you? They could actually be planking. So you don't get gobbled gobbled by the Warmu. I just want to see if I can make walking videos, Kimmy. What's your ancestry, Ewan? Where did your family originate? A lot of my dad's side came from Wales. And so I burn in 5 minutes of sunlight. My mom is kind of a hodgepodge. I think she has a bit of French. She's also got a bit of UK. I think she has a little bit of Spain. Welcome. You are a whale? No. The biggest chunk of my ancestry is Welsh. But, like, both sides of my family have been in the Americas for like 200 years. Wow, he's part whale. Ewan's an American mutt? I am an American mutt. 1 more minute. 2 minutes now. British. I was asked what my ancestry is, the medical thing, and I'm like, I don't know. 50 seconds. So you don't even have 200 years history. British. 40 seconds more. Oh god. 30 seconds more. Stop doing planks, you'll stop making these noises. No, I'll be making worse noises. 20 seconds! The end of Moanland. 15 seconds. Guys, I'll be doing a roller. It'll be worse than planking. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ugh. Thanks, Ely. Another day, another legendary bar down. Tired, I slept like Garvo. Galen, which trench coat are you going to grind? I'm not going to grind any of them. I'm definitely not going to grind the green one that looks like it needs to be fucking washed because you left it in lake water. Noodles, how are you this morning? Tired? I slept like Garbo. Redo what I missed 3 minutes of moaning. Hi, Jan. The higher his voice gets as he counts down. Oh my god, I'm tired. Nothing wrong with the green one, it's cool. It looks like you picked it up out of, like, bog water. Ugh. Yeah. But also, I couldn't end up doing the thing. I need permission from my doctor because my medical history and meds I take. I just want to remove hair, dog. Ah. High tech. The fashionable olive coat. I actually got to wear my raincoat today. It was my first time wearing it. I think I got it at Christmas, but it was raining today, so I brought it because it was still warm. Normally, if it's like raining but it's cold, I would just wear this like, I think it's a North Face jacket, that's waterproof. But it was like 70 degrees out, so I was like, I'm not wearing a fucking, you know, big ass jacket that's gonna keep me warm. So I got to wear my raincoat for the first time. It was nice. Raining at June? Yeah. Well, you get to relax today anyway, Elin. What are you doing, Madge? Alright. You guys wait there. I'm gonna... Can I do this in the house? No, wait, hang on. Pin 1. Anchor local. Okay, pin 3. There's not really anything in here that I could, like, go behind and change with. This was a dumb idea. This didn't work at all. You guys wait there. I was gonna see if there was, like, a fucking changing rack. I have a jacket that has zippers on the armpits, and I didn't realize how good of a function that is. That's actually kind of crazy. Laser. I'm epileptic. And apparently, Dexy can cause photosensitivity problems, so I need my doctor to sign off on it. What the... What kind of fucked weather do you have? June is sunny day, possible die of heat month. Oh, this is Tales of Symphonia World, isn't it? It is! Are you a big Tales fan, techies? I love the Tales games. I've been playing through Tales of Vesperia on my friend's stream, Cairo Oric. We have been playing through Tales of Symphonia there. And we're at the end. We've beaten the game. And we've been doing post-game content. Okay. Move this here, move this here. Move up here. Pins, pin 2. I actually need to rotate to about here. Because I don't want the camera facing spawn. Sorry, Haxie, I'm making you run all over the place. I need a drink. Huge fan. Oh, I love you. They are my... Well, aside from Pokemon, they're my first JRPGs. I started with Symphonia. But okay. Let's get walking. We're walking through Yanxia. Hi, Kersey. Hi, Loja. Boop. Midwest America weather. Today's the last day, he says for the 5th time, as we find another 3 hours of content. Huge fan, first JRPG I played. Day 1 fan since. The worst kind of climate, like a real cat. It'd literally snow one day in December, and then the literal next day it'd be 60, 70 degrees. That's how it was in Colorado for me. I haven't experienced that anywhere else. In Colorado, we would have 6-foot blizzards, and then like 80-degree heat the next day. It is. The mic is picking up the treadmill. It doesn't seem that loud, but I guess it is if the mic's picking it up. Holy. Yeah, it sounds kinda gnarly. Blizzards have feet? Okay, buddy. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Blah. Crazy the Epileptic plays VR games and stares at flashing lights. Weird American weather. Hi, Proxy. Oh boy, Walking Time. Hi, Farisu. Hi, Cairo Zubi. Hi, Janet. Question marks. Is that your treadmill? Everyone I know outside the US has this impression of how ferocious the weather gets here. We getting sick with this one. Holy blizzards have feet. Bless you. Hi, Prox. This is the video in our queue that always makes me think of Proxy. Because Proxy was playing Rainbow Six with friends. I was watching him stream. I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm gonna sneeze again. Ugh. Anyway, I was recording this video and I was watching Proxy play Rainbow Six. And I fucked up the recording at one point. There's a 10-minute section of the video that I had recorded that when I went to go upload it, it just had Proxy Zero and the squad playing Rainbow. And you could just hear them shooting and Proxy going, "Oh my god! Did this guy literally just pre-fire me? Dude, there's no way. There's no way!" And like, just dialogue like that for 10 minutes, I was like, oh, oopsies, I need to go reshoot that section. I think of it every time, though. Blizzards have feet, bless you, hi Prox, hi Zooey. Forgot to say hi, hi-yo. Hi, Jan Wave. One day Elon won't hide his dad sneeze, hi Sen. They heard a few recently. This past week they heard about 3. Ely, blow up my eardrums with you sneeze next time. No! Tails. Back in middle school, I had tennis lessons. I'd go to the local club to play tennis, have my lesson, hang out at the courts for a bit, and then one of the other kids at tennis practice, he lived like 2 blocks away from the tennis club. Talk sneezy to me, fuckboy. He lived like 2 blocks away. And so after tennis lessons, we would go to his house, and he would play Tales of Symphonia. I remember the first time I ever played the game, we were in the dungeon with Gnome. We were in the Earth Temple. Which was... would that have been... Tethe'alla? Surely that was Silverant, right? Let's see, Silverant was... Ifrit, Undyne... Sylph... and I guess it was Gnome, wasn't it? And then Tethe'alla was... Ice... Electricity... I don't remember the other 2 that were there. Or maybe it was... 3 and 3. I don't remember. I remember Sheena was in the party. And that's who I played as. And I was like, oh my god, these games are awesome! I went and got Tales of Symphonia myself. Didn't play another one for years. Right? This was in middle school. I unfortunately haven't played Symphonia past like the start. I do need to play it properly. It's rough to go back to, techies. Because every Tales game, the combat gets a little better, right? And Symphonia is just a fucking old one. You look at the combos you can do now, and they're like, incredible, right? That's why I didn't play it, yeah. You look at the combos in Symphonia now, and it's like, hut, 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 hut! Demon Blade! Double Demon Blade! Oh shit, he did 7 hits there. And it's like, wow. That fucking sucks. When I went to college, my roommate, he had not played Tales of Symphonia, but he had played the sequel, Dawn of a New World, and he'd also played Tales of the Abyss, I think? I can't remember if he'd played that one or not. But we played each other's Symphonia games, so... and we did it co-op. We went through Symphonia, and then we went through Dawn of the New World. Then we went through Abyss. Abyss is my favorite story. After that, we played Vesperia. Actually, I might have played Vesperia on my own before college. I don't remember. I think I did. We played Vesperia, though. Then we played Graces. And then we played Xillia. And then Xillia 2 was, like, just coming out. And so we started to play that one, but I just didn't like it. So I haven't played Xillia 2, even though people really like it. I was very much like, I hate sequels! You'll there's 3 beans on screen. We have Kimmy, we have Haxie, and Zuvi has just popped in. After college, I remember Zestiria came out. And I got that, and I think I played it with my roommate. I think we just met up and played it. No, I don't think we did. Maybe we played a little bit together at one point, but I think I played it solo. Zestiria is easily my least favorite Tales game. Hi, Gale. I fucking hate Zestiria. It has so many bad systems. Played Berseria. While I dislike Zestiria, it made Berseria a better playthrough because the stories are connected. And then I played Arise. Arise was mid. It was okay. The combat is really, really good in Arise. Everything else, I'm like, eh. I don't like the characters. I don't care for the story. One day Ewan won't hide his dad sneeze. Hi, Sen. Really blow up my eardrums. Talk sneezy to me, fuckboy. Yeah, I love it when you sneeze. That nussy getting tingly. You're gonna burst, aren't you? You're gonna let that nussy sneeze. If you were within arm reach, Kimmy, I would smack you. I unfortunately haven't played Symphonia past like the start. I do need to play it properly. Truckun. That's why I didn't play it yet. Oh my, how lewd. I had a hard time with Vesperia because of that too. Was too impressed with the Rosaria's fluid and full movement. I want to play Abyss. I have it for the 3DS, but waiting for a remaster. Hi, Kiark. Abyss combat is literally just Symphonia combat, but when you do elemental attacks, you'll put a ring on the ground, and you can combine that with other attacks. So Abyss combat is quite literally nothing to write home about. But it is, in my opinion, the absolute best Tales story I've done. Vesperia. Vesperia is where the combat really starts taking off. They do not have good combat initially. The combat is actually very similar to Tales of Symphonia. Until you start unlocking abilities. Once you start unlocking weapon skills that lets you do things like, after an art, you can use a second art. You can chain altered arts after base arts. You can chain an art after an arcane art. Once you start getting stuff like that, especially stuff that's like, if you do a 36 hit combo, you then go into overlimit, which unlocks your combo limit, the game fucking explodes then, and it becomes like a combo masterpiece. And like, Yuri Lowell, in particular, is just an absolute monster of a combo machine. The skills he gets just lets him go wild with combos, and he kind of gets to a point where he can pop off much earlier than other characters. Some of the other characters really don't even pop off without animation canceling. But Vesperia is where, like, the combat evolved. It's a really slow start. I'll have to continue Vesperia then. I'm at the arena since I last played. You gotta pay attention to the skills that are like, you can use an art after an arcane art. You really need to catch stuff like that. And unfortunately, you just gotta be going ham with gels. You literally just need to be chugging. I forget what the 30% TP is, but the 60% TP gels as well. Just don't try to conserve them. Just buy them at shops. You know, conserve if you like are doing easy content, but like if you're doing harder content, if you're pushing story, if you're fighting a boss, literally just go ham. The other thing about Tales of Vesperia is that you don't really need to, you can start to have synergy with your team. So, like, what you can do is, like, all CC casters. So you can do, like, Estelle. You're at the arena, right? I gotta be careful about what I say. Rita, Estelle, and another caster. And Rapide. And you can just spam spells that, like, knock them into the air and kind of cyclone them up into one basically giant pillar of spells going off. And Rapide has an overlimit ability that, like, hits aerial targets, and that's a really good strategy. That's what I went through the game at first with. You can also still just do, like, 3 Bruisers and Estelle, where they're gonna slug anything, and Estelle's just gonna keep them topped off. That's a good strategy. Just, Vesperia plays very well with build your team synergistically. You'll there's 3 greens on screen. Proxy, Bark, Yippee, Bitchlin. I read that as bears because I had my mouse on it, and I was so confused. Yes, I agree. Brasilia. Berseria. Can I slap them for you? Yes. Hi, Gale. Started with Zestiria, so I have no experience with what was good or bad. Enjoyed Berseria even more, seeing the connections and how things came to be, like amortization. Zuvi, Gale, Techno, Gale, Jan. Okay, I'll have to continue Vesperia then. I'm at the arena since I last played. I remembered Vesperia having, like, the best cast of characters. I feel like that opinion may have changed now that I've played it more recently, because the last time I played was, like, 2010. I have now played it, the definitive version, in 2025. Some characters are good. I still think Yuri Lowell is, like, the best protagonist of Tales games. But there's a lot of flat moments, and especially in the definitive edition, where they just force Patty into the group. God, I hate Patty. Patty is such a, like, get this shit off my screen character. Only played a single Tales game, and it was Symphonia on the GameCube. That's the one I started with. Abyss. Abyss is good. A lot of people really like the characters from that one, but I don't really remember them being that memorable. I remember the main character is really, really character growth. This whole thing is character growth. If you've played Berseria, you're aware of Velvet being, like, kind of angry and mellowing out. Luke is like that. Less so anger, more so just, this is a fucking bad person. And he gets humbled. And he flips his character from being just a scummy human being that thinks the world revolves around him to, honestly, depression and self-worth. And the end of the game is him finding self-worth and valuing his own life. And it's a really, really good story with Tales of the Abyss. Oh, I had a bad transition there. Hi, Wrath. I'll go on a Tales marathon after my trip then. Trade off with it. Do a Tales game, do another game. Do a Tales game, do another game. If you try to do the marathon, you're going to burn out. You're going to get through 1.5 games and you're going to hate yourself. I have tried to do the Tales marathon so many times. I'll do one game, I'll get into the second game, and I'll just be like, what the fuck was I thinking? God, I want to do anything else right now. So we're doing Symphonia and then Xenoblade 2? Oh. We are, Cairo? Yeah, sure, I'm good with doing Symphonia before we do any Xenoblade. I'm okay with that. Cairo. Gasp. Just push that Xenoblade far down. I have a deal with Cairo. We play Tales of Vesperia, and then we play Xenoblade. Specifically, when we finish Tales of Vesperia, which will be like one more session, if any. We will then play Xenoblade on his stream. It'll be me driving, and it's a single-player game, so it's just me. And he will be in VR chat, basically acting like Navi, running around the screen. Euland, you gotta go here. Listen, Euland, you gotta do this. Euland, there's a side quest right there. I think this will be a really fucking fun way to play the game, but... He's the peanut gallery. Got it, Lamau. He's gonna be the peanut gallery. He's gonna be the guide. He's gonna be the one interacting with chat the most. I think this will potentially be like a really cool way to stream. It's, in my mind, it's a little bit of a testing phase. Because this could be like... This could be so much fun that this becomes like a standard. I don't think it's gonna pop off that much, but... I think having somebody in a stream setup essentially be Navi from Ocarina of Time, and just trying to be funny and being the driving interaction with chat while the other person gets to focus on gameplay, that's something I'm really interested in seeing how it works. After this was Vesperia. After Vesperia was Graces. I'm going to point at the skill. You should have used anytime you fuck up your rotations. Oh, God. Graces was my favorite combat for a Tales game. In Graces, which just had a remaster, it just came out with Graces F. They basically said, fuck mana. Mana is lame. Just go to town. Go use your abilities. Even more so than Berseria, because Berseria still has mana. Graces F is just like, get rid of mana entirely. The story is kind of weak. The story is like, this would have been incredible if it was your first JRPG. But if it's your 5th, you're like, oh, we're doing this? If it's like your 20th, you're like, this shit is so ass, dude. The story is really weak. The characters are fun. Not particularly great, but they are fun. I love Pascal. If it wasn't for Edna, Pascal would be my favorite Tales character. I think she's so fucking cool. But the combat of Graces is really, really good. Hi, Spark Flare! Happy Pride Month. After Graces was Xillia. Xillia had a pretty good story. It had a pretty good set of characters. Admittedly, half the cast is a little forgettable. The main characters of the cast are pretty great. The villain's amazing. The combat's alright. They brought mana back and we're like, we're gonna be a more standard Tales game. None of that mana-less Graces stuff that everybody liked. I can't really say anything bad about Xillia. Hi, Ganna. But it wasn't like... It wasn't groundbreaking. After Xillia was Xillia 2, anybody that I know that played this one loves it. I dropped it 5 hours in. I was not having fun with it. But I think that was just me being like, sequels are dumb! Not my mothership title! Hey, Haxie's back. Another two I can't place. We have Haxie on the far right. We have Kimmy on our right. We have Zuvi on our left. I think Kjark was running around earlier, but they're not here anymore. After Xillia 2, anyone planning on buying the Switch 2 on launch date? Cairo is, and he's gonna be streaming it all day tomorrow and Friday. The most 3 recent games. Zestiria, Berseria, and Arise. Okay. Zestiria is easily my least favorite Tales game. Holy, I hate this game. Its story is weak. It has the most bland, I hate this guy main character of a Tales game I've ever fucking seen. It has the worst combat system of you have to have the 2 humans, and then you can mix and match the 4 spirits, but you have to have those 2 humans. Armatization is a cool idea, but I hate its limitations on the party and what it does. The only redeeming thing of Tales of Zestiria in my eyes is Edna. I love Edna. Edna is my favorite character ever. In fact, techies, my name is Euland, right? Edna's little spiritual name is Hefson Euland. I literally just fucking yoinked her second name and started using that on Twitch. The other really bad things about Zestiria, it has the most... Hi, Devilgated. It has the most... What the fuck were you thinking item system I've ever seen in a JRPG. In JRPGs, typically, things just have good stats, right? You start the game with fucking lame stick. Then you get metal pipe. Your stick had 10 attack power, the pipe has 20 attack power. You get the metal pipe, you're like, oh boy! More damage on my bonky thing. You get your next thing, it's, you know, rusty sword. 30 damage. Oh boy, upgrade. You get the next thing, old sword. Oh boy, 40 damage, I hit hard. It's exciting to get upgrades in this game. In Tales of Zestiria, they said, nah, fuck that. You're gonna have 10 different weapons that have different, like, loadouts of stats. So this first weapon, you know, Iron Sword. It's gonna have 1 of 5-star attack. It's gonna have 3 of 5-star agility, 3 of 5-star defense, 2 of 5-star magic defense, and stuff like that. I think there's like 5 or 6 stat allocations that they have, stat values, and each weapon has different values. And if you like that sword, if you like Iron Sword, then you collect Iron Swords throughout the game and mash them together until you eventually have Iron Sword plus 10, which is the best Iron Sword you can have. That is a late game weapon. Alternatively, you know, let's say you don't want Iron Sword, you want, you know, fucking Windblade, right? You've got a later on weapon that's called Windblade. This thing has 5 of 5 attack. This is the attack sword. Well, you get this thing at like the 4th dungeon of 30 dungeons? You'll never get a better weapon. You just keep smashing Windblades together to increase its attack. So like when you get more Windblades, you're like, oh boy, I can increase this thing's attack. But like, you're never excited to get new weapons. You've seen all of them within the first 5 hours. And they just fucking suck. It's just like, there's no excitement from getting new things. It is just whatever loadout you want to do. Which, you know, that customizability is neat. But it's just lame that, like, you're not upgrading. Oh, neat, my old weapon, but slightly better. Gear to value, yeah. I love incremental gear upgrades in games. It feels really fucking good when you find the Flamberge, and you're like, holy shit, my weapon had 600 damage? This thing's got 700? Holy moly, that's a huge increase. It feels great to see what the new look of your weapon is like, to see the increase in damage, to use your attack that just fucking slams harder than it's ever hit before. That feels good in a video game. And Zestiria just doesn't do that. The other thing that Zestiria does really poorly, they have the SC system, which is basically a bar. As you use your abilities, they cost SC. So like, if you do attack, 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 that costs a little bit of SC. If you do an art, that does a chunk of SC. If you do an arcane art, after your attacks, your art, and your arcane art, you're at like 50% SC. Your SC regenerates based on how much you have. If you're at like 60% or higher, it regenerates fast. If you use all of it and dump, it regenerates really slow. And the idea of this is you want to do chip damage. You want to do like bob and weave. You just want to do small hits. But then you stagger the enemy or you stun them. And they're weakened. Now you want to go all in. Now you want to dump your SC bar. So what it means is you are always playing like just a little bit. You're just doing a little bit of attacking. You never get to go all in. Here's the other thing. That system is not inherently bad. However, they also give you mana. And so, like, you have to throttle yourselves, not in just your SC and, like, doing pot shots. You also have to throttle yourselves in your fucking mana bar. So, like, let's say you did one attack. Well, you're going to do that attack that hits really hard, right? Oh, except that attack that hits really hard costs a lot of mana. You can't just bob and weave and now and then attack with that. You have to literally, like, do little bitch cheap shots that's like, bop, 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 Demon Fang. Like, the lowest of the low attack stuff. And that's 90% of the game. When you get to late game in Zestiria, you have a lot of mana regen. You have a lot of, like, SC regen and, like, restore. And so late game, the combos you can do is fucking wild. But most of the game, it feels really fucking bad to go through the game. Because you are throttling yourself 95% of the time. You just don't get to, like, do fun combos. And so the Zestiria combat it's easily the worst combat of any of the Tales games, in my eyes. I'm gonna be real, I don't know anything about any of these games. That's fine. They're very important to my childhood, so I'm very much like, I'll talk about them for an hour. Yippee, that would be why I don't them, lol. Not me, I'm saving until the price drops. I agree, the lore connection between Berseria and Zavid's theme, the only redeeming factors in my opinion. Oh yeah, Edna, lol. Or Edna too, You mother. I'll be real, I don't know anything about these games. Pat, Devilgated. I Devilgated. Oh neat, my old weapon, but slightly better. You're developing, yeah, I love incremental upgrades and gains. I can see such a weapon system working if it upgrades a different weapon. If it, like, hit breakpoints where it's like, Iron Sword +3 becomes, like, Mithril Sword or Night Sword, and Night Sword, like, so Iron Sword +3 becomes Night Sword +3. Night Sword +6 becomes, like, Templar Sword 6. And, like, at 10, it becomes, like, Champion Sword or, like, Paragon Sword. That would be cool. That would kind of make up for it, because then you feel like you're getting that new look. You are very excited to get the things that upgrade your sword, right? Getting Iron Sword again to mash with your other Iron Swords would have a lot of meaning. This is Spires of Iraq. One of the better zones of Warlords of Draenor. Even though I think all of the zones in Warlords of Draenor are pretty good. Whirlpool spam. I do like seeing new weapons, as long as they are effectively the same playstyle, but it really annoys me when you're using axes and you just get sword after sword after sword, so you now need to use a sword. I can agree with that. Quad, go to expansion. Well, let's not go that far. I'm good with mana in a special system, as long as it's based on proportions, like large heal, large damage equals large special increase. Kinda like how Dark Souls, once you get +5, you can upgrade into an element. A good upgrade into using those materials to craft an upgrade variant is so good in games. Instead, what you did was just find the base sword that had the highest attack value, and then just every time you got that, you mashed it together and it never changed. You had, like, Wind Sword +7 by the end of the game, and it was just like, I got this at hour 7. And we're at hour 60 now. I hated the equipment system in Zestiria. In Berseria, they got rid of... They still had SC, and I think they still had mana. But mana was a lot more forgiving in Berseria, and the SC system was a lot more fluid. It was more of a, like, you get more... It didn't regen slower if you used it all up, and it was also, like, it was just a limiter. So, like, you would start a fight with, like, 3 SC, which lets you do 3 attacks. You do hit, hit, art. But if you broke an enemy's guard, or perfect guarded them, or perfect dodged them, you would get an SC. Velvet could also, like, steal SC with, like, her special abilities. So Velvet was a bit of a combo machine because you could build up her SC really high compared to other characters. Right, so if you're playing well, you'd have, like, 8 SC, which lets you chain your attacks really, really long. Alternatively, if you're just eating shit, if you're not guarding, not dodging, if you're just, like, attacking and the boss is just smacking you, you are losing SC. So if you suck at the game, you've got, like, 2 SC and it feels like you can't do anything. Which is a bit of a system of, like, punish the people that are struggling, which isn't necessarily good. But it feels really, really good to be going through it. Is this a real-time game? I thought it was a turn-based game. Oh, no, all the Tales games are real-time. Imagine Imagine Smash Bros. Combat with a JRPG. Here's how they fixed weapons in Berseria. In Berseria, they had the same system of you find Iron Sword and you smash it together with other Iron Swords. But they only had 6 loadouts. Instead of like the 10 or 15 that the previous game had, this one had 6. But they had 20 total weapons. So if you were playing Velvet and you had her wrist blade, the first wrist blade was defense focused. The second one was agility focused. The third one was magic damage focused. The fourth one was like magical defense focused. The fifth one would be attack focused, and the sixth one would be like an all-rounder that was good at everything. Well, if you wanted to push attack, you would get that fifth one. And you would, you know, smash that together. +2, +3, +4. However, the seventh one looped back. So the seventh one was the same as the first one, where it was defense focused, but its base stats were higher. So a +10 level 1 sword would be inferior to a +10 7 sword. So that meant that the final 6 weapons, the final groups of weapons, those were the best. So early on in the early game, you would find the one you wanted. Let's say you wanted the attack focus one. You would get the 5th weapon. You would grind those out and get a lot of those and smash them together so that you'd have like a +6 or +7 5 weapon, right? But then when you got into like Act 2, you would unlock the new set of weapons. And so you would get to the 5th one in this game, or in this act. And it wouldn't be better right away. But once you got it to like +3, that would be better than your +7. So you'd grind out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You'd grind out the 11th weapon. And you would build that up to like +6, +7. And this was like, you know, a new weapon compared to the one you're using in the first act of the game. It's not as fun as getting a new weapon every time, but it is kind of like you're excited to get more of this weapon. You're like, oh shit, I just got sword 11. I can smash that together with my sword and, you know, make it do more damage. And you're not just stuck with shitty iron sword the entire game. The Berseria system, if you don't understand it, it's a little like, this fucking sucks, just let me use a new sword when I find it. But once you understand it, it was a better version of the Zestiria item upgrades. Then Arise comes out. Arise comes out and they said, fuck all that, that shit sucks. Oh, no, Berseria had a really, really good story. Zestiria story, trash. Berseria story, really, really good. The characters, they're okay. I kind of feel like all the Tales games have kind of flat and mid characters. And I really like the ones early on because I was young and they stuck out to me more. But now in the later games, because I've seen, you know, it's my 8th set of characters, I'm like, none of these are that special. Magilou is funny at least. Magilou is funny. I need to continue Rise. I'm at the end of the snowy town, I believe. With Arise, I didn't like a single one of the characters. I thought all the characters were lame. I thought the story was lame. The combat was probably the best combat a Tales game has ever had. Berseria has really good combat. Grace's F has really good combat. Arise lets you do some absolutely crazy fucking shit, and it is the closest to Devil May Cry combos the series has ever been. The combat you can do in Arise is actually bonkers. You can like do an attack hit combo, art, arcane art, spell, special reset to like use your special to reset your combo, do all that again, swap characters, do an assist from a character. Like, it's just, you have so many things that reset your combo that right from the beginning of the game, right from like hour 3, you can just play the game like Devil May Cry and do insane stuff with it. The Arise combat is so, so good. It's a shame about everything else in the game, but the combat was really, really fun. Good upgrade in those using materials to craft and upgrade variants so good in games. Curious what weapon I ended up using in Zestiria. The only problem I had with the Asperity's gear is I felt like I need to max weapons gear in each character to get those. I assume permanent stats traits. I don't remember the permanent stat trait stuff. I do remember that, like, you wanted to upgrade... Oh, you're right. I think you wanted to upgrade everything until, like, at least +5. I remember grinding out one of Eisen's cuffs. And it was so fucking annoying, because it was such an awkward grinding place. It was so out of the way in, like, the second level specifically of a dungeon. Hack and slash, yeah. Magilu is funny, at least. And to continue rise, I'm at the end of the snowy town, I believe. I believe the snowy town is pretty early on. I think that's only dealing with the first 4 characters. I don't think you've met the 5th and 6th one yet. Snowy Town is like second area? Yeah. I just didn't care about the characters in Rise. Character 1 is just so like, I'm the main protagonist and I want to help people. The girl is just like, I'm Tsundere. That's my entire personality. Third character is like, I'm racist. But it's okay because I have a good reason to be racist. Even though I'm going to see example after example after example of why I shouldn't be racist, I'm fucking racist. And the fourth character is like, Tee-hee, I'm the comic relief. Fifth character is like, I am the male fantasy. I am a woman with no personality, but I'm crazy fucking hot. I wear slutty armor and I enjoy doing chores. Please let me do your laundry and cook for you. Ugh. And the sixth character is, oh yes, I'm a smart intellectual. I am the genius scientist of the group. Character 5, please tie my shoes. I don't know how to tie my shoes. Oh god. I thought character 6 was gonna be actually really cool, and then he joins the party. Fucking is so lame. Hi, Elendo. Pokemon walking sim moment. I would like to do... I don't know how I would do Pokemon stuff. I would like to do maybe Scarlet and Violet, but that'd be really, really hard. No, actually I don't want to do Scarlet and Violet, because those games are ugly. I would love to have Pokemon walking stuff, but I only like early Pokemon games. I hate everything they've done in the last 10 years. Arise is straight up good gameplay, and JRPGs can have that AAA graphic coat of paint. That was it. Yeah. Yeah, hi Sleepies. I spy a feet cat, walking Cobblemon. Gah. Hi Elder. I have no idea what you're on about, but I do enjoy listening to you, yeah. We need Pokemon Oak and Brock. I just want Pokemon games that aren't rushed in a year. I would love the Pokemon mainline games to have a level of polish that's like they worked on it for 3 years, right? And I don't care if that means multiple Pokemon teams staggering their projects, right? Imagine Pokemon Team A, Pokemon Team B, and Pokemon Team C. And A came out with Sun and Moon. And then B came out with Sword and Shield. And then Team C came out with Scarlet and Violet. And each of those teams got to work on it for 3 years. So they were good? God, that would be nice. Imagine where, like, they add features, and then they don't have to take them out. Like, your first Pokemon walking behind you. All fucking 1,000 Pokemon in each game. A fucking open world with scalable gym battles based on how many gyms you have. Not just, you could do them in any order. And then they have a set level, so like, yeah, you're gonna do the ice one last, because it's level 60 fucking Pokemon. Ugh. A game where they don't take out the fashion! Oh my god. They took out the fashion of Scarlet and Violet, and that was mind-boggling to me. I'm gonna go make some toast, but I don't know if I have enough butter. I'd eat toast without butter. I'd eat bread without toasting it. You could just put 2 slices of bread in front of me, and I'd just be like, oh, yay. But bread makes you fat. More Pokemon fashion, please. Pokemon GTA. I do not. Gotta get a brick out the freezer. Okay, if it's frozen, well... Yeah, but each of those 3 teams would be like 4 people. The clothes not being as customizable in Sword and Shield what killed me. Yeah, in Sword and Shield they were somewhat customizable, right? It was Scarlet and Violet where they like said, you get 4 outfits. Take it or leave it. Pokemon has 2 fashion styles, hipster and poor. Yeah, you can't expect these indie developers to pay for big teams. Red with Hobbit. Yep. No, there's things. They took away the whole fashion focus from X and Y? Yes. So in X and Y, they added fashion. In Sun and Moon, they expanded on it. In Sword and Shield, they expanded on it even more, and they had a really cool, like, Pokemon card system. You could design your Pokemon card, change your hair, change highlights in your hair, pose with it, have a Pokemon in there. Like, the Sword and Shield, despite how much I hate Sword and Shield, they had a really cool, like, fashion system. The fashion was peaked in Sword and Shield. And then in Scarlet and Violet, they said, too much effort, you get 4 clothes. You get your school's uniform with the spring version, summer version, fall version, and winter version. So like in Scarlet, you basically got red school clothes. If it was summer, they were shorts. If it was winter, they were pants. If it was fall, you had a scarf. If it was spring, I don't remember what it was for spring and summer. But they literally just said that part of the game that was really fucking cool and customizable, get it the fuck out of here. Was Sword and Shield the motorbike one? No. Sword and Shield was the dogs, the sword dog and the shield dog, and Scarlet and Violet were the motorbikes.
No. if the school uniforms at least looked cool, but they look shit.
Dude, I would hate it even if they look cool, because it's so... I don't care if it looks cool if everybody's using it, right? If everybody's using the same outfit, it's like, what's the fucking point of having the customizability? Half a baguette, some jam, and a glass of milk to dunk the baguette in. All the weight. Bro, why do people like this franchise? Triggered me so hard when you could only do school uniform in Violet and Scarlet for some reason. Real, just look at Blizzard. Nostalgia, I miss the fashion so much. Was Sword and Shield the motorbike one? The DLC, plus the DLC outfits. Officer Jenny's fashion was peak. I did not finish Violet because I was stuck in a school outfit. Sword and Shield was Scotland. God, the mindless corpo lovers buying Pokeslop drive me nuts. Buying a Nintendo Switch day 1. Dunk these nuts. Okay, I think I've been getting them mixed. Sword and Shield was the standard, like, you've got routes, you've got 8 gyms. You have the stadiums, but they had the wild area, which was like a test open world. It wasn't the whole game, it was just this one field area. It was a huge section that you could catch any Pokemon in. Sword and Shield was also the one where they limited the Pokedex, I think. That was the one where they went from, you know, hey, we've got 1,000, that's too many, we're gonna limit the Pokedex to 400. Scarlet and Violet, this was the, I think, Spain-themed one? And this whole thing was open world. It was open world. You could do the gyms in any order. There was also 2 other tasks. There was the Team Star leaders you had to beat, and there was the Titans that you had to beat. And once you did all 3 of those, then you could go to the final area to kind of, you know, solve the secrets and puzzles of the game or whatever. But it was the most half-assed open world we've ever fucking seen. In any game. Like, it looked like it was an open world from Nintendo 64. Genuinely, it was like Nintendo 64 has trees. Hyrule Field was more interesting than Scarlet and Violet open world. I've been getting them mixed. I have my own butter in my own room because my sister loves to leave breadcrumbs in the butter. I got my own, which lasts me about a month depending on how much I got. That's crazy to need to hide butter in your own room because your sister can't stop fucking wiping her bread in the butter. My dad does that and I get on his case, but he'll stop and then he'll forget after a few months and I'll be like, bro, you can't just fucking use the toast knife over the butter. Look at this shit. I don't want your toast in my spaghetti. How does she leave crumbs? Marnie is in Sword and Shield. What happens is you've got your butter, you have your toast in your left hand, you take a knife, you take the butter, and then you spread it on your toast above the butter, and that flecks off a bunch of crumbs into the butter. Unless you're a savage and just wiping the butter with the bread. She doesn't clean off the knife when getting more and puts leftover butter back in. Leftover butter, ugh. Marnie and Sword and Shield, right? Yes, Marnie, my beloved. Ew, yeah, I know, right? Marnie's a cutie for real. That's why I stopped using kitchen butter. Now I got a 1 kg brick in the fridge in my room. Sword and Shield also had the forest version of Pokemon's, right? Sword and Shield, so Sun and Moon was where they introduced regional variants of Pokemon. Sun and Moon was the Hawaii games, and you had the Alolan form. So you had like Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Muck, and then Galar, the Scotland game, Sword and Shield. Also, they kept variants in. Variants are going to be like a thing from now on in every game. Galar was like Galarian Ponyta, Galarian Weezing, I think? Stuff like that. Galarian Corsola. And then Scarlet and Violet, I think it had some variants. Yeah, because it had Tentacool and Tentacruel with their weird version of those.
Toadstool.
What?
Toadstool.
Right, but what are the variants called in Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah, Toadstool and I don't know.
No, like, so it's, you know, there's Galarian, there's Alolan.
That's what you mean. No, I think the name is just straight up Toadstool.
Oh.
Like, without any...
Oh, that's weird.
name for it.
Real, you use butter and spaghetti?
It
Yes.
just have like a original name basically, instead of having the original name with like a idea before it.
I knew it was like that for the Time Paradox Pokemon. I didn't remember that it was like that for just the standard Pokemon. I remember something about graphics downgrades in one Pokemon game. I forgot what it's called. What? Real, Elin? That's a lot of butter. You use butter and spaghetti? So, Hobbit. I don't like red sauce. I can eat it, but like, I would rather use butter as a sauce. Hi, ants! And so, like, when I eat spaghetti, I'll take a chunk of I can't believe it's not butter margarine, and, you know, put that through the microwave, and then coat the spaghetti in that, and that's like perfect spaghetti to me. Lasts me a while. I also cook with it. Buttered noodles. Yes, this is Yulin. Ew. Just put the toast on the plate. What the fuck? Parents did that too. The alternative was being screamed at for being wasteful. She does that, but the crumbs are on a knife. The Fabio hair Tiglets were the funniest. Alolan, yeah. Wiglet and Alolan Executor, the best variants. What game had Ye Olde Japan? I think that was Hoenn, right? That was Gen 2?
No, Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
No, Hoenn is Gen 3.
Oh, I'm getting Hoenn mixed up then. I thought Gen 2 was Old Japan. Twink and
yes. Gen 2 is, but it's not Hoenn, it's called...
Right, I was wrong about Hoenn, but I thought it was Gen 2.
Yeah, that's right.
They refuse to call them variants in Scarlet Violet. They just, their own thing? Oh, that's weird. Red sauce needs so much doctoring to not be gross and watery. Red sauce tomato. Legends, I believe. There's a new one coming out. But if you're talking about Legends, that would have been Gen 4. But it's, well, the Gen 4 region just in the past. Put the butter on the dog. Really doesn't have. It really doesn't. Just don't get it out the jar, Lamau. Also, that's just butter noodles, not spaghetti. Well, I do it with spaghetti. Ye Olde Japan, Gold and Silver, Johto. Johto, that's the one. Where the fuck does that come into the series? It's their own thing. Butter noodles with garlic, like a spin-off. Okay. So, Kanto is Japan. Johto, Gen 2, is Old Japan. Gen 3... What was Gen 3 based off region-wise? It would have been something very oceanic, right? Detroit. I don't know what Gen 3 was. I don't know what Gen 4 was. Gen 5 I know is based on New York. Gen 6, X and Y, was based on France. No, okay, wait. Black and White, that's Gen 5, that's New York. Gen 6, X and Y. I feel like I'm always forgetting one. That's France. Gen 8, Sun and Moon is Hawaii. Gen 9, Sword and Shield, Scotland. Gen 10, Scarlet and Violet, Spain. Gen 3 is based on some random Japan island, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I think the first 3 or 4 are all based on Japan, and then they started, like, getting more worldly with it. Yulin doesn't even use real butter. He uses fake butter on his noodles. Next gen, Philippines. Pokemon Black was in New York. Come on, bruh. Yeah. Gen 2 is Kansai region. Thanks, G Mothi. Hoenn is Kyushu, Japan? Okay. I'm gonna just say Pokemon went down after the second gen. I think Gen 1 was a great start, but it shows its age. I think playing them now is like, oh god, this is a fucking old game. I think Gen 2 was a marked increase in every capacity. I think Gen 3 wasn't as cool of a location. Too much water. But I think Gen 3 was also really, really good. Gen 4, if I
we had really cool Pokemon.
Gen 4 is one of my least favorite gens, but because I kind of skipped it, and I was kind of just burnt out and going back to it when I went to it. There's also not that many cool Pokemon I really like from Gen 4, but I know it's a lot of people's favorites. Gen 5, I think, is where they fucked up the experience share. And a lot of people call Black and White the beginning of the end. I really liked Gen 5. It had a lot of cool Pokemon in my eyes. And I liked it being, like, based on New York and being, like, the first one that's like, we're not just doing Japan. Gen 6 is my favorite. X and Y catered to my very weird and unique playstyle for Pokemon games. And so Gen 6, X and Y, just was really, 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 really fun for me. But I think, again, a lot of people don't really like it. X and Y was also where we got, you know, customization of your character, and that's one of the coolest things about Pokemon. Pokemon is the same genre as Final Fantasy, right? And as such, it's a really bad game, and Freezy just... Jesus. After X and Y was Sun and Moon. This is where it started feeling tired to me. This is where it was like, why are we doing 8 gyms and then an Elite Four? Literally just do something unique. You don't have to do this just to do this. You don't have to be married to this exact formula. After Sun and Moon was Sword and Shield. And this was the absolute worst game for my playstyle. I like to roleplay as a young trainer that wants to be a gym leader, so they specialize in a team or a theme. So, like, I really like all dog Pokemon, or all lizard Pokemon. And if I can't do that, I will do, like, all water Pokemon, all bug Pokemon. And so X and Y had a fucking massive Pokedex that made it really easy to do that. Sword and Shield basically said you've got 1,000 Pokemon, you can get 400. And 200 of those are after you beat the Elite Four. You have 200 Pokemon to work with. And it was like, this fucking sucks. I remember the trailer for Sword and Shield. They were showing new Pokemon, and one of the Pokemon they showed was Dreadnought. And I was like, that's a turtle. That's my 6th turtle. I can now do Blastoise, Torterra, Turtonator, Torkoal, Caracosta, and Dreadnought. I can do 6 turtles. And then they're like, oh, but you can only get 3 of those in this game. And I was like, dude, come on. I was sad about that trailer. I hated Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was the least fun I had in a Pokemon game. I think I did all bugs through it. Yeah, fuck Gen 7 or whatever game did that. After that was Scarlet and Violet. And I had actually sworn off Pokemon at this point. I wasn't going to play it because I had such a bad experience with Sword and Shield. It also came out about the same time as Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus had problems. It kind of tried to do an open world, but, like, again, made it look like a Nintendo 64 game and hideous as sin. But they did a very innovative combat system. They redid the Pokemon combat and was very interesting. Hi, love. And, the story was pretty good. It was also just, you know, not the standard go do 8 gyms and then the Elite Four. That was really cool in Arceus. I actually think Arceus was pretty good, and I just skipped it. Scarlet and Violet, I was going to skip. But I was depressed as fuck when it came out, and all of my friends got it and were playing it together. And I was like, I need to get this game because I am just way too depressed, and I just need to, like, fucking immerse myself in a game for a week or two to feel better because I'm really sad right now. And so I think it's trash, but I had fun for 2 weeks. I had fun playing it because everyone else was playing it. My friends made it fun. But I look back at Scarlet and Violet, I'm like, God, that game was dog ass.
You know, actually, I wanted to replay the Gen 3 remakes. And part of the story is you have to go like into the online hub thingy and just completely empty, and it's so...
Yeah. I don't remember having to go into the online stuff for it, but that does suck. Where were we? Oh, and it's Kyushu, Japan. I'm gonna just say Pokemon went down after 2nd gen. Base. Gen 2, perfect Pokemon games if I speak. Thanks, I have many hot takes about Pokemon. Not hot. Just not a Zoomer Alpha take of Pokemon, i.e. base. What do you mean? That's a Super Zoomer that's a fucking... Oh, I guess... You were saying Zoomer. I was thinking Boomer. It's a super Boomer take to be like, Gen 1 and Gen 2 were the best. Pat. Gen 2 is my favorite, but I don't think it's a hot take to say. It's just you sound old. Gen 4 is the flyover state of Pokemon. Gen 2 and the Gen 2 remakes are considered the highest point in the franchise for a lot of people. I don't know if I would say it makes you sound old. If you are a Gen 2 OG purist like me, it might though. When you say Gen 2 are the best and everything else sucks, I think your take is bad. If you say Gen 2 is your favorite, that's a pretty good take. Pokemon is the same genre as Final Fantasy, right? As such, it's a really bad game, Ewan. Would you say $7 for a 6.2-inch donut is worth it? No. No, I would not. Jeez, I personally think each gen is good. Just the game quality that steadily decreased after they went 3D. That's a big donut. All Zubats. You said my takes weren't hot. It was just my awareness coming into view that they are technically, because Pokemon is baby's first JRPG. Of course, Pokemon go hard, though. I like this. Crobat is my favorite Pokemons. Any game without Zubat is bad. We both know it's true. Get fuck Gen 7 or whatever game did that. Black and White 1 didn't have Zubat. Trash cans! Yepers, imagine playing FF, but you can only use 4 moves. In order to get a different set of 4 moves, you have to waste an entire turn. Oh, there's a new cutie. That's Freya. Like, I prefer Gen 2 OG to the remake simply because of the non-feature creep. Although I'd be okay with adding secret bases. I think Gen 2 are really good. The originals and the remakes. X and Y is hands down my favorite. I just had such a good time playing X and Y. Hi, Sleepies. Gen 3, originals and remakes, I remember being very, very fun. Gen 2, I remember being very, very fun. I did not have fun with Gen 4. I was okay with Gen 5. This was a point where I was like, I'm just doing these as a completion thing. Sun and Moon were mid to me, kind of the same as 5. I actively was complaining for Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Secret bases were cool as fuck.
My problem with those was more with the lag
The lag?
instead of like the game. Yeah, I don't know if it was my systems, but like starting with Sun and Moon already and going on to Sword and Shield, I had really lag spikes, like below 30 FPS and stuff. And
Oh.
I don't know, it bothered me a lot.
I see that on like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Any game before that, I was like, how did you lag in these games, huh?
Sun and Moon had like these weird cutscenes, and they were not fun because they were laggy. Why would they do that?
I remember
That's too much
everybody.
for the 3DS.
I remember a lot of people complaining about the protagonist in Sun and Moon because they literally had zero expressions. They just had the blank ditto face of like eyes open, creepy smile, and everybody was like, they don't blink! They're not alive! They're just going through the motions!
You know, that's exactly my jam. It's like Ranger a bit.
Mm-hmm. Gen 2 added enough to not break the game. IVs plus baby Pokemon plus breeding plus Darksteel and, you know, being a girl in Pokemon. Also the true post-game experience with 8 more badges plus Mount Silver Challenge. Does Freya have paws? They do! Also friendship evolutions and things like that were really cool. Evolving a Pokemon at day, night, etc. My screen is like 2 inches wide, lol. On this model I do, Freya. I think all the stuff they added in Gen 2 that you just mentioned were good. I think some people don't like IVs, but all that stuff were good additions. They also just fixed a lot of the bugginess from Gen 1, like crit being based on speed. That was like wonky, and that was a good fix to get rid of. I think the stuff added in Gen 2 was very, very good. I remember playing a lot of Gen 1, but I don't remember it. Gen 2, I remember like... No, I had hundreds in both Pokemon games, Gen 1 and Gen 2. Hi, Red Panda. Hi, Freya, Gale, hi, Elin, hi, chat, how's the peeps? Gen 1 had crazy shit like 1 accuracy up ability, making all one-hit KOs 100% hit rate, non-separated special attack and attack. That game is so broken. Gen 1 is genuinely like a coding mess. It's fine as a first game, but if you play it now, you're like, what the fuck? What? Huh? Attack and magic attack, or special attack being separated, was such a good change. Cute. I like the tail too. Super cute. Woodhead pat. Gen 4 did have a good thing, which was the Fizz special split. The monster actually allowed to use stab moves. Yeah. Yeah. And like, Gen 4, it's probably not as bad as I remember it. It was probably really good, because a lot of people do like Gen 4. There's just not a lot of Pokemon I care about. There's not a lot of characters I care about. And for me especially, like, I had just played through probably Sun and Moon. Hi, Dreon Walker. I had just played through Sun and Moon, and I was like, I need to go back and play the games I haven't beaten. So I bought White, I bought Black 2, and I bought Platinum. I went through White, and this is where I started getting burnt out. This is where I was like, I just want this to be done. Because at this point, I'd gone through like 1.5 games. I finish out White, I do Platinum instantly. I'm super fucking burnt out. And a lot of the stuff I just see is lame. I don't like any of the starters in Gen 4. I don't like any of the legendaries in Gen 4. Palkia, Dialga, and Arceus are just... they're lame to me. They're not cool. The 3 wandering Pokemon, Manphy, Yuffie, whatever their names are, the 3 little lake sprites, those are the lamest, like, mythical Pokemon I've ever seen. Give me the 3 birds, give me the 3 dogs, give me Latios. These fucking lake sprite things are fucking lame. I went through Platinum. I did not have a good experience of it. I was just literally phoning it in, just get me through this game. I started Black 2 and I got like 2 gyms and I was like, I gotta be done with this. I am not having fun. That's a wild take that you don't like the Xenon starters. Turtwig and Torterra are okay. They've kind of grown on me. Piplup, I think, is so fucking awful because of the anime where he's a little shit and he's so annoying. And Empoleon just, I don't care about. Chimchar's got a weird ass. And Infernape is like, everybody picked it, so I just don't like it. And it's firefighting, not particularly a cool combo in my eyes.
You know, the thing about Infernape is, I think it's one of the only 2, like, fire types you can get before you, like, beat the game.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I think the other one is Ponyta. If I remember correctly. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I remember.
They've got 19 Pokemon types. Every now and then, well, every game there's gonna be a few of them that are underrepresented. Piplup is my favorite. I hated Piplup. Penguin cute. Empoleon rocks though. I do not like Empoleon. Gen 1 is a mess. Gen 4 is just slow. I was playing Alpha. Wait, Gen 4 did have a good thing. I was playing Alpha Sapphire thing, and I breed a perfect Smeargle. I couldn't even see the IVs until I finished the FSME. Gen 4 was the least enjoyable game out of the ones I played. I did not like Gen 4. Looking at you, Gengar, with Poison and Ghost both being physical before. So I'll take that you don't like the Xenon starters. Piplup, Quinge, Chimchar, Quinge. Piplup is my favorite. Penguin Cute and Empoleon rocks though. Yeah, in Diamond and Pearl, you could only get Chimchar or Ponyta for fire types. That's, I mean, it just happens. Yeah, Sinnoh only has Chimchar and Ponyta lines as fire types. His head is a fucking trident. That's badass. Cyndaquil is the best starter. A lot of people love Cyndaquil. I did not care for Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is the best, or that's badass Totodile. Gen 1, I always pick Squirtle. I think all three are good. I don't like how overpicked Charmander and Charizard are. I am so fucking sick of seeing Charizard and Pikachu in every game. I get it, he's a fucking dragon, it's cool. But I'm so sick of this thing. Hey, no Cyndaquil slander, I love my Fire Badger. Gen 2, I love Totodile. I love Totodile. I love Feraligatr, I love Totodile. Cyndaquil is just kind of bland to me, there's not a lot going on there. Typhlosion is just a bigger, fatter Cyndaquil, so I'm like, this isn't cool. Meganium and what was the thing it starts as? Were kind of just boring to me. They literally just
Fish.
they look like a second grader's clay project that they put leaves in. Say that again?
It starts as trash.
No, it starts as trash. Okay.
Garbage.
Feraligatr Peak. Feraligatr is my fave final starter, yeah. Feraligatr is definitely up there. It's top, if not tied for top. Couldn't see the IV until I finished the game because the guy that could see them was after the Elite Four. OG Gen 2, including Crystal, Coliseum Gen 1, Gale Darkness Dreamers Gen 4. That's probably my list of those being all the ones I play. Yeah, my fat baby boy, Peepo. Happy Cyndaquil's a kitty. Totodile, my favorite Pokemon. Cyndaquil and Totodile base for Feraligatr Peak. My beloved little fella. I love Coliseum. That's why I love Umbreon and Espeon so much. I don't really like his Evos, but I like Cyndaquil. If they don't get Mega, I will be mad. And I love Chikorita, Basic Dino. Chikorita, that's what it was. Even though the game hates it. I didn't really care for Chikorita, but... Gen 3... I started with Piplup. And not Piplup. I started with, Mudkip. That's what it was. I started with Mudkip. I think Torchic is one of the fucking cutest Pokemon of all time. Torchic is so adorable. And I like Snivy. No, not Snivy. Trico. I like Trico the least of the three starters. When you get to their final forms, Marshtomp is kind of mid. I don't really care about him. I really don't like Blaziken. Blaziken is ugly to me. I do not like this thing. And I'm like, dude, how do you take something as cute as Torchic and get to this? And then there's Sceptile. Yeah, I fucking love Sceptile. Sceptile is so fucking cool to me. Easily my favorite from Gen 3.
Unit?
Uh-huh.
Wasn't it you that told a story with like Torchic? That they made it on purpose to see if people liked something cute going
Yes.
uncute?
Yes. The idea...
If you were, that was you anymore.
The idea for Torchic was, let's get you something that's like a painted chick, because at festivals you can get painted chicks that they're super cute. Imagine like a painted pink baby chicken. And then when it grows up, people don't want these anymore, so they throw them away. And that's what they were testing with Torchic and Blaziken. Let's start it super fucking cute and see if people pick that one. And then, hi media. And then by the time you get to Blaziken, it's kind of ugly and everybody doesn't want it. But most people like Blaziken. Most people are like, no, he's my fucking starter. I love this thing. And the Game Freak was like, oh, well that's a pleasant surprise. Gen 4, hi Ty. Gooby is there, hi Gooby. Gen 4, I just didn't like any of the starters. Turtwig and Torterra are kind of the top if I have to choose one, but I don't really... They're mid in my eyes. Gen 5. Let me read chat real quick. Really mad. Don't really care for Chikorita. It really was such a perfect game. Turns out if you get a bunch of Dragon Quest devs that never played a single Pokemon game, they make anything better than the Pokemon Company has for 25 years. They'll probably do every starter eventually. Wow, species against the firefighting chicken. Zuby, watch them not give Feraligatr a Mega and give it to Charizard instead. Blaziken being weaker than Torkoal is my favorite part of Gen 3. Chicken useless starter. Bard is balanced with Blaziken with Bulk Up. When I played Fire Chicken, I used to think that Double Kick was the strongest move ever. Gooby is there, a tie. Base sub 10-year-old Steak, assuming you were like my age. They didn't even do the starters in Gen 6 when it was the Mega Gen. Speaking of Chikorita, hi Ty. Just saw a funny image. I remember when people first did the, like, making a salad out of Chikorita, and everybody was like, oh my god, you can't do that! So it's in the same vein. Gen 5 starters. This was Emboar, Samurott, and Serperior. Oshawott, Tepig, and Snivy. I didn't really like Oshawott, but I was really excited for Samurott. And when I got to Samurott, I was like, this thing's kind of lame. Like, I don't know why. I thought Samurott was going to be the coolest thing ever, and then when I actually got him, I was like, I don't like him. I think Tepig is really cute. I think Emboar's neat. I've never gotten an Emboar, though. I like it the most of the firefighting starters. I love Serperior. Serperior is right there with Feraligatr for favorite starters, final Evos. I love Serperior. I don't really care for Snivy, but Serperior I fucking love, because I think snakes are cool. I love Tepig too. Reminds me of the little Vietnamese potbelly pigs. Gen 5 has that smug-ass snake, right? Peak. I did not like any of the Gen 5 starters. I will say, I do enjoy Weedcat. Because smug and memes, Weedcat. The Weedcat propaganda got to me. I need to play Violet again for Weedcat. I don't remember how old I was when I played anymore. But a Dungeon Meshi crossover, so it's in the same vein. Gen 6. This is X and Y. I don't like any of these starters. Chespin, the Fennec Fox, and Froakie, and they become Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut. I didn't like any of them. I actively don't like the Frog Ninja. I think they missed the mark with Delphox so hard. Its first form, really fucking cute. But its final form was just, I don't like this thing. And then Chestnut was just like, what are you going for here? He's supposed to be like a paladin. I thought he was lame. Yes, Weedcat, not Feedcat. Gen 5 again. Grass Starter was the most used one because dumb contrary ability. Feedcat, Bunny Spotted. I remember the chokehold Greninja had on Pop Culture when the game came out. I remember being surprised to learn a year or two ago that when you say Pokemon, here in the West, we think Pikachu or Charizard, but in Japan, they think Greninja. Greninja is like the forefront of their mind Pokemon when they talk Pokemon. Oh, is this the Sabrina gen? No, Sabrina would have been Gen 1, right? Meowscarada became my favorite Pokemon the past few months. I wonder why. No, wait. I think you're thinking of a different name. WA Sit Sabrina? Yeah, she was the psychic leader for Gen 1? Yeah. Gen 6 was the like fantasy class roles. Gen 7, this was Sun and Moon, right? The girl that dressed as Ash. Oh, Sabrina. Wait. Who was the psychic leader for Gen 1? Sabrina is Gen 1, 2, and 6. Who is the girl that's, the main character in Gen 6. What was her name? Serena, that's it. They literally made an Ash Greninja hybrid. Through the power of friendship. Serena's Gen 1, 2, and 6. Serena's the one that dresses as Ash, right? Serena, yeah. I liked her. Gen 7 was the Seal, Rowlet, and the Fire Kitten. And the Fire Kitten's fucking cute as fuck in the first form. Rowlet is also cute as fuck. I didn't really care about the Seal. I didn't hate it. I hate his fucking clown nose. But the Owl and the Fire Cat are so fucking good. For their final forms, I don't care about the Seal at all. I just don't care about this thing. The Fire Cat... Incineroar, that thing's fire dark, right? It's not fire fighting? WWE Cat, let's go. I think he's fun, but I don't really care about him. And then I also don't really care about Decidueye. Yeah, he's a heel. I didn't really care about any of them. All three of... The cat and the owl, I'm like, I don't really care about these. The Seal, I'm just like, I genuinely don't like this. A weak team of starters for me. Gen 8? After Alola was Sword and Shield, right? Gen 8. Oh, man. Oh, fucking man, the Scotland generation. You had the cute little monkey. You had the crying little salamander thing. I hated the water one. And then you had Scorbunny. Oh my god. This Fire Bunny is the cutest fucking Pokemon I've ever seen. I love Scorbunny. I love it so much. He's so cute. And then he becomes the fucking Cinderace, wears fucking pants and cleats, is special as kicking a soccer ball. I hate Cinderace. And I get so mad. Seeing what Scorbunny becomes, dude, oh my god, it's so trash. I hate Cinderace. It's like my least favorite starting Pokemon. Empoleon I think is fucking lame. A secret agent fucking Gecko. What? This thing's awful. I think the monkey is the best of the starters. Hi, Icy Fire. And I think it is mid as fuck. Yeah, it's Gex. Darn, Incineroar Gen 7 starter still relevant in comp. Yeah, when it was revealed, the first thing I thought it was a Digimon. Well, no reason why it made Shiny Greninja bad. Ash Greninja is not allowed to be shiny. Oh god. Hi Mikishi, thank you for the follow. Icy Gale. Hi Icy, hi Icy Fire. We will come back to starters. Icy Fire's on their break, so we gotta go over holidays. Oh, I didn't leave it on my holidays. I left it on this thing from Zuby. It would be nice if you didn't... No. Did you have a heart attack, Zuby?
What?
I had left Discord on the Koyo calendar for the holidays. But because I checked your DM, I started reading that out on stream.
God, please not.
Audacity to Hope Day, Global Running Day, Hug Your Cat Day, International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression, National Cheese Day, National Clean Beauty Day, National Cognac Day, National Safe Day, National Tailor's Day, Old Maid's Day, Shopping Cart Day. I mean, we have a pretty clear winner. National Cheese Day. That's like gotta be the funnest one to celebrate, right? Drayon. If I say like Arcanine and Houndoom, well, does that say too much about me? No. I don't think so. You hecking precious. Lompner. Good taste. Actually, both are good at Arcanine, still used sometimes. Do we? If I would have any Pokemon in real life, it would be an Arcanine. Fun fact, I only found out Icer Mage stream this week. What is this guy sharing now? Elon, what are you doing today, now that Lethal is kill? I'm trimming trees. Giant fire dog, I can ride, please. Haxie, they are great mons. Fire Heiser, but other reasons? Yeah, it does say a little bit Haxie if we're bringing those up. I see, but Ayo, Fiascana, sounds lewd. Haxie wants to ride them. Ride them? No, no, no. Dude, I didn't know what Cinderace was. That thing fucking sucks. Cairo, look at its first evolution. Look at how cute Scorbunny is. This is the cutest fucking starter of all Pokemon. Scorbunny is so adorable. And it becomes that. If I could have Pokemon, it would be Rapidash or Ninetales. Ride me, okay, it's cute, so Sweat, and then they ruin it. Dude, they ruin it so bad. Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet starters are the Little Crocodile, the Beaver Duck, and Weed Cat. We can just throw away the Beaver Duck. That thing sucks. Weed Cat is great. The Fire Crocodile is great. Both of these are like awesome. Then you get to their final evos. The Beaver Duck becomes the Street Parade Dancer. There's a more correct term that I can't think of. And this thing's... I just don't like this. I know some people like this. I do not like this thing. The Crocodile is pretty great. Carnival Dancer. That's right. Carnival would be a better way to say it. The Ghost Crocodile is okay. I feel like it misses a little bit. It's supposed to be like, you know, Day of the Dead face paint, Ghost Fire. I don't know. I feel like it just missed a little bit. It's still really cool. I just feel like it missed a little bit. Weed Cat becomes fucking Magician Cat. This thing's pretty great. My top 1 and 2 is Leafeon and Sylveon. This shit looks like it should be the ugly middle evolution. Weed Cat kind of wins. I just want to cuddle Ninetales and Flareon. Ghost Croc, my beloved. Not a fan of Weed Cat for reasons. Carnival Dancer. Of the starters. Okay, here's my thing. I always want to roleplay as like a weird trainer that's not like the chosen starter, the chosen trainer by the fucking professor. I like to be a regular ass trainer that's trying to become a gym leader. So I always bench my starter right away. But I do love Superior. I do love Feraligatr. Those are like the top 2 easily for me. Other starters? There's not really any that come as close to those two. I really love Superior and Feraligatr. All starters suck, change my mind. I almost always bench them. So like the last game I played was Scarlet. I picked the Crocodile. And then I benched him. I did an all-dog team in Scarlet. So I had Houndoom. I had Lycanroc. I think it was Magnetric? I forget the third dog. No, I think it was Herdier. And then they had 3 new dogs. They had Mabostiff. They had, the bred Pokemon that evolves from Fido. And they had, oh, what was the last dog? They added, Graveyard. They had the Ghost Dog. And, Lycanroc was my main go-to. That thing fucked, dude. It had this rock attack that was like a multi-hit. It would hit for 30 damage. And it would hit 2 to 5 times. But you got an item that made it so that it was +1. So it would actually hit 3 to 5 times. So minimum, it's doing 90 damage. And Lycanroc itself, I had Day Form. This thing was just fast as fuck and had a lot of attacks. So it just shredded anything. I have a list of Pokemon I like that increases with every generation. I feel like I always have to say, it's not like I like every Pokemon. There's just so many of them. Sadly, neither are starters, Haxie. All starters suck, change my mind, no. They're called starters, not mains. I mean, Gen 4U says, see the start... Bleh. Gen 4, you see the starters on the other teams, which I hope they do more since it feels like they are handed out more. Yeah, made to be replaced. Dachshund, that's it. I have a Dachshund card and it's super cute. Yes, replaceable. My favorite Pokemon of all, I really like Hydrapple. I think Hydrapple is so fucking cute. I like Whimsicott. I do like Luxray, but I feel edgy liking it. What are some others that I really like? I really like Maina. I'd have to look through the fucking list. There's like 20 Pokemon that I'm like, this thing's cool, this thing's cool, this thing's cool. So many Pokemon suck like Basculin. Here's the thing, Cairo. Every single Pokemon is someone's favorite. You can be like, look at this trash bag. This is not just trash, it's literally trash. And someone will show up and be like, oh my god, I love my trash bag Pokemon. Look at these fucking jingling keys. Klefki? Who thought this was a good idea? And somebody's like, oh my god, my favorite, he's just a little guy. Garbodor. I got a shiny of it, and I was like, really? This of all things? There are so many shinies are bad. Trubbish is cute. My fave is Frostlass. Frostlass is a really cool Pokemon. Yeah, well, those people have soft skulls. Yulen has turned his back on Fearow. I have turned my back on Fearow. I only liked it out of nostalgia because I had a toy of it as a kid. But when I look at it, I'm like, this thing's kind of ugly. Oh, I really like Dodrio. Dodrio is a really cool Pokemon to me. Garbodor. Cringe, but Lopus just like you. True. What do you mean Weedcat evolves? Good taste. Hi, honey. Garbodor, that's me. What? Also, the Jingle Keys is a hype Pokemon. What do you mean? Cairo, so many shinies are just slightly different hue or desaturated like Gengar or Garchomp. What's really sad, Gale, is that 90% of the shinies from Gen 1 and Gen 2 are puke green. Literally just like, why did they make it this color? Please, anything but this color. Betrayed your childhood. Dratini Melonic. Lurantis is another one I like. Lurantis is really good. I love the ugly green purple they love to use for shinies. No! Yolan really likes dogs. That like snake shape, but not snake. Yeah, Leviathan shape. I'm joking. I don't mind the puke green or purple shinies of old gens. They at least fucking change. It is... I would prefer a very slight hue shift to puke green. What shiny should really be is just a fucking cool version. Like, Charizard. Charizard goes from orange to fucking the black dragon that's like, dude, this thing's awesome. I wonder if they just looked at the color wheel and flipped them on. I was gonna say something. I don't remember what it is. Oh well. I don't know. Pokemon is one of those things that's like, it's literally been there my whole life. I love it. I know so much about it. I want to love it. But I just see the games as so unfulfilling and frustrating. I know why. They can make a game every year and maximize profit. Why would they make a good game every 3 to 5 years and make less money? I get it. I just don't like it. I wish they would make other games other than the main story as well. Like Pokemon Death Stranding, Pokemon Stardew Valley, Pokken Tournament, and Pokemon Unite are really good. Just give me other genres in the Pokemon world. Yeah, I hate Charizard. I love Emo Charizard. No. What I'm saying is I liked what they did with his shiny. That's what I want for every shiny. I want every Pokemon to get the Charizard treatment. Yeah, Charizard went from an ugly purpler to black. Like, can we get more of those? Also, High Media. Of course it did, Dragon Walker. Since I love giving Charizard everything. They gave him a second fucking Mega Evolution. And it's so like, are you kidding me? I can't wait for Charizard Z in Legend Z to A. I can't wait for it to have its third Mega form. God. Ewan wants a full team. I do. I like theme teams. Full emo? I don't want a full emo team. I've got 2 Megas and a G-Max form. Pokemon Coliseum, please. New game style. No, you will have another Mega Evolution and you will like it. No, they're done with Megas. The next thing is, let's see, they did Megas, they did Z moves, they did Crystal forms, they did Dynamax, which isn't Megas. Oh, they are gonna do Megas again. Because it went Megas, Z moves. Other Megas, Crystal forms. They're gonna do Mega forms again. They're gonna call it, they're gonna call it, like, Overcharge. Yeah, Mega is returning. They're literally just gonna have a third version of Megas and call it Overcharge. Oh, God, I hate this company. Wish I could Mega Evo my cock. Yeah, Kimmy? You're the kind of guy who has 6 Smeargles with stupid abilities? No. No, I'm not. No, D, I would do that. Yeah, Mega's returning and it's an actual Megas. Is it actually? Okay. God damn it. Go Digimon, make the Megas evolve into Ultras. Would I really like doing theme teams. So all turtles, all dogs, all lizards. I have a spreadsheet somewhere that is like Pokemon teams planned. And I think one of the teams was all bats, but there's only like 4 bat Pokemon. I also wanted to do all Godzillas. So anything kind of Godzilla shaped, I was like, I'm gonna make a team with this. Hi, Dino Zoomy, so many cuties. Awa. I wanted to do all like Godzilla shaped Pokemon. So Aggron, Nidoking, Tyranitar, what's some that I'm forgetting? Rhydon, but kind of Rhyperior. I think Rhyperior. Just stuff like that. That's literally just Godzilla shaped. They're showing it being the actual Megas. Just jam 2 together and make it a Super Mega. Groudon. I don't like including legendaries. Groudon is very much the Godzilla shape, but I don't like including legendaries or mythicals. I will if I have to. So, like, if I ever get a bat team, well, there's a legendary bat, and right now there's only 4 bats. Groudon? Yeah, Groudon. The legendary from Gen 3. You know, the fire one with the claws and the spikes. And he wants to take away the water? Groudon! After the joke of making media walk for you, I appreciate them being in the middle. I've said it Groundon. You have Baxcalibur and Tyranitar. Baxcalibur would be a good one. Yep. Groundon? Huh? Yeah, now minus the first end. Noodles, that doesn't make sense. Young cleaning the Groot in his shower. New way of speech. Groudon. I thought it was Groundon. It is absolutely Groudon. It is very much ground. That is the proper way to say it. That is the logical way to say it. I don't know why, but I started saying it Groudon. I think I saw the OU and was thinking like through. And so I was like, oh, Groudon. Okay. And then that's just been habitual for me since the age of, 13 or whatever. Because like they're ground Pokemon. No, Groudon is 100% the right way to say it. That's illogical. I just said it wrong initially, and I wasn't playing Pokemon with others when I was playing Gen 3, so I said it wrong for like 3 years. And then at that point, it wasn't even relevant anymore. So I probably said it wrong for like 10 more years. And then, Gen 6 or 7 is out, and I'm like, oh yeah, Groudon would be a good Pokemon, and everybody turned their head and went, what the fuck did you just say? And I was like, Groudon. The legendary from Gen 3, Groudon? And they're like, Groundon. Groudon, you fucking idiot. It's ground. I was like, woo! Because they like the ground Pokemon. Like Crouton, but with a G and a D. Okay, I thought this was like, I've been saying it wrong for years. I'm pretty sure I say it right and it's habitual. Alright. There is no end in the name. He just likes croutons. Or am I wrong? How do you said Magnemite? Like that. Lopner. Groudon. It is there. Ground without the end. Magnanimity? What the fuck? It's cute, yeah. Ground without the N. Like saying Ocarina of Time. Like Ocarina of Time until someone corrects you. Ocarina? Huh. Oh, I can see it. Where's... No, I can't see it. Where's that R coming from? Ocarina? Hang on. That makes me mad. Then he's a Dawn. Yeah, it's a ground Dawn. Macarena of Time? I have an Ocarina of Time ocarina. Magnanimity? Oh, okay, I see. I was saying Magnemite, so Magnemite. Magnanimity. I can see people getting there, but I'm like, what the hell? How do you say Rayquaza? I'm kidding. Rayquaza. Gordon, look, my brain is restarted. I just call it Groudon. Hunter with a... What the fuck? I will keep calling it Groudon. Everyone else put me as wrong. The one that I was really wrong on, that I was like, you're all wrong, I'm correct, was, Pidgeot. I would always say Pidgeot, and everyone else said Pidgeot. And I was like, you were putting too much emphasis on the EO. That sounds very unnatural. It sounds better to say Pidgeot, and I think there was a word similar to it that had that EO that I found that had the, like, just it sound. And I argued with all of my friends, this is like 3rd grade, and I brought it to the teacher. And I brought it to her, and I was like, would you say Pidgeot, or would you say it wrong? And she was like, Pidgeot works, that seems right to me. And I was like, see, you guys are stupid, Pidgeot is right. And they were like, no, the teacher's wrong, it's Pidgeot. And then I think in the show they said Pidgeot, and I was like, fuck, okay. What, Pidgeotto? It's just a pigeon. The 3rd form, it's Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot. And I think what everybody else's logic was Pidgeotto makes a lot of sense. Why would you not take that same pronunciation into the 3rd form, Pidgeot, Pidgeot? And I was like, no, it's Pidgeot. Both are right, he's a French bird. Magnanimity is technically correct, and it freaks people out, and I love it so much. I don't think it's technically correct. That one's crazy. Just a pigeon. Pidgeot is Pidgeot. Rats with wings, that's what it is. Yulend is right, everyone else is wrong. I need a drink. We're at 4 miles already. Oh my god, guys. We've literally just been talking Tails and Pokemon the whole time. I always thought Pidgeotto sounded most like the final evolution. I don't disagree with you. That sounds like one of those things where it's like, why didn't they do Pidgey, Pidgeot, Pidgeotto? Why don't they do it like that? It's one of those theories that, like, it makes sense, but we don't really have a way to confirm it, and the people that were there that made the decisions are like, I don't fucking remember, dude. That was 32 years ago. Same thing with Butterfree and Venomoth. Because, like, you look at their Evos, and, like, the eyes especially, it's just, it feels like things got mismatched. You look at, Caterpie, Metapod, and Venomoth, and those look right. You look at Venonat and Butterfree, and those look right. Butterfree just like Elan's noodles. I always get Pidgeotto and Pidgeot backwards. Keep fighting for it, Ewan. It would have been great if they made it as Pidgey, and finally Pidgeotto. Pidgeot. That's what makes sense to me. But D is silent on those birds. Increasing the amount of letters in the name would have been amazing to hear. Piggy! I don't know what the hell they were thinking. The Venomoth Butterfree mix-up, that's the one that gets me. Because you see people talk about it and, like, it makes a lot of sense. seeing the, like, oh, these got crossed over makes sense to me. And then you hear people being like, nope, this is stupid. No crossover happened. And it's like, what? But it looks like it did. Peppa Pig as the final evolution. Okay. Alright. Abracadabra alakazam. That's such a, like, fun, sensical naming convention. And then it just seems like they didn't do that for Pidgey. I know some of these words. Hi, Keo. Today's Wednesday? Oh god, we have tree trimming today. If we get a really long video, I'm gonna cut it short. If we get something that's like 2 hours, I'm gonna be like, nope, absolutely not. I cannot fucking kill myself for today. Hi, how's you? I'm good. Yeah, but you have a nap, right? I do have a nap. It needs to be a meaningful nap, and I don't think I can stay till 4. Good job today, media. Nuh-uh. Also, you said you were gonna do 12 incline today? No, I didn't. I said, please don't give me 12 incline today. And then Trogdor and Sammy are like, alright, we're definitely giving you 12 incline today. And then neither of them did. But, like, I'm not gonna do 12 incline just because I'm like, guys, I'm doing 12 incline. You just gotta buy it. And no one did. Maybe the guy in charge of Pidgeotto was drunk that day or had an awful diarrhea. You're already short. I've been lied to by everyone here. You will learn, Ty, that chat lies all the fucking time. Through their teeth. To your face. Chat just fucking talks. Bye-bye, media. May the Emperor bless your beautiful soul with the free skinning today. Hang on. Hang on. I would never lie. They seem like upstanding and trustworthy. Why would they lie? Yeah, that's the whole part of it. Is it lying or misinfo for being a baka? Just Elin lies here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're really gonna fucking... God, we're at 4.3. We are not getting 5 miles by the end of this video, I think. Eland is just scoping. Misinformation is just a Zoomer term for lying. I won't lie to you, I'll just be wrong. I do think Lopner is, you know, it's not lying if you're just wrong. If you tell a mistruth, an untruth, with malicious intent, that's lying. But if you're like, hey, I genuinely believe that X and Y was the third Pokemon game. I swear it. And people show you the list and like, it's literally not, dude, you're lying. And you genuinely thought that was the case, and you're like, oh, oops, you were just wrong. That's not necessarily lying, that's just, because you believed it. You weren't saying it with malicious intent. I won't lie to you, I'll just be wrong. Neil isn't lying. I mean, it's just refraining from telling the truth. We won't lie, we just like being confidently wrong. God. Deltarune comes out today, right? That's Deltarune Chapter 3 is today. I was seeing a bunch of posts about it yesterday. I never played Undertale. I didn't play either of the Deltarune chapters. I don't fully understand what Deltarune is. I've seen a lot of playthroughs of Undertale. Deltarune Switch 2. If Lopner told me X and Y was Gen 3, I would believe them. Oh no, Juice. What are we staring at? What stories do I got from yesterday? Okay, so we played Tales of Vesperia yesterday, right? We talked a lot about Tales already, but we played Tales of Vesperia yesterday. We did the hot spring stuff. Deltarune, the Undertale-like games with that goth dinosaur? Yes. No, it's 22nd and 23rd gen, I think. Juice is looking at a bottom. Deltarune is a culture phenomenon. It doesn't matter. Hot Spring stuff was so confusing, lol. The Hot Spring stuff was really funny. Eris and Cairo were losing it at Raven staring at the girls. Check back here after question mark times to unlock this. Just those arbitrary gates to content, Cairo. You know. Just old JRPG things real. I could see that. Raven looking at Judy. God, what a, like, fucking early 2000s sense of humor. Like, now it's like, this feels a little weird. This feels a little like, you know, the old man of the group staring at the young girls as they bathe is, you know, kind of inappropriate and weird. But, you know, haha, mid-2000s humor. Ugh. So I didn't know this, when we opened the costumes pack from the Definitive Edition, we got 3 random costumes. We got some people's Hot Springs outfits, so we really didn't benefit that much from doing it. We spent a lot of gold on it. We spent like 1 million gold. Was doing a bit of shogi while walking? Hell yeah. We then went back to the Necropolis. Holy shit. So we spent like 2 hours doing the the Hot Springs. We then go, no, actually, we did the other dungeon. We did this dungeon with the sword boss. This guy was fucking cool. He was crazy fast, and at his max, he was only level 60. So we kind of beat him easily. I also, at this point, I was learning Holy Rain, which, God, that's a fucking cool attack. Too hot? Way too dank, way too dank. Holy shit. Ringing Deeps. It's longer than I would have liked, but not so long that I'm like, do we cancel this? Where is that on the volume? Ringing Deep's ear. Yeah, my ears do be ringing. I was yapping. I wasn't looking at the duration of the video. Oh, man. Bits asked me to help. I've been relearning the game a bit. That's cool also. 4 miles, definitely needed that couple day break with my poor feet. Good. Used to play like 5 years ago. Haven't seen Bits here for a bit. Good job, Haxie. I tried to learn Shogi 4 through extensive video tutorials, but I realized I had nobody to play with. Shogi. We did the sword dungeon. We then go to the Necropolis. And holy shit, guys. we did the boss of the 3rd section of the Necropolis. And we're walking up. Cairo's the one driving. Eris is normally the one running around, but Cairo was running around for this dungeon. We see the boss. There's a save point right in front of it, right? What does Cairo do? He runs right past the save point and goes straight into the boss. And I'm like, why did we do this without saving? This is a little, you know, normally you save before the boss. And Cairo's like, dude, the last boss we killed was level 60. We're gonna dumpster this. We use the magic lens, level 110. And we're like, oh dear. This boss almost wiped us. We almost lost to this boss and lost all of our progress. You know, you're not a bit of a baller. You almost fucking lost us an hour of game time. Save before bosses. But now to miss 2 more days? That's okay. You've been pretty consistent with it, Haxie. Like the Wii version of chess. Shogi, the one they play in that anime, Chihayafuru. You know, I had a dream where Cass got pixel pregnant. I don't want to go back to sleep, Cairo Ball. Oh, Shogi is in from 8 Hunter x Hunter. Power play. But in Shogi, you can capture and torture the opponent's pieces you work for. I guess technically Shogi was briefly in Hunter x Hunter. What did they have? They had Go, Shogi, chess, and then the third one was the one they were playing, right? Power play. A bit of a baller, also Cairo. What did you send me? Wow, it made you lock in, not Eris. What they do... God, you like Hunter x Hunter 2, techies? One of my favorite. You made it a fucking... Okay. Media. What Cairo likes to do is they are at work right now. So they will upload dumb images that they find to their prints and stickers on the VRChat website. Then they will join the world on mobile and send these dumb prints to everybody here. So when we were talking about Cinderace, they shared a picture of Cinderace. When we were talking about Tails in the Hot Springs, there was a funny like screen grab we got yesterday that Cairo just shared. Wow, made you lock in, not Eris. Probably Carol from Tales of Vesperia. It was Raven looking over the wall in the hot springs. I sent it to everybody so people don't miss out on context of me sending you these stuffs. Hunter x Hunter, my beloved, probably my fave. I need to rewatch it. Hi, Grianne. Hi, techies. Hunter x Hunter is the king of games. Hi, Grianne. Hello. Dude, my left eye suddenly hurts. I remember my cousin having like 30 CDs of Hunter x Hunter with 3 episodes each. Holy. Yeah, they also summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon, as I remember. And after that, they became a Pokemon Master. What the hell? That's kind of crazy. Sounds like a meme, to be honest. Hunter x Hunter is so fucking good. It's got the one weird character. God, that one character is fucking weird. But it's a power system that I think is really, really cool. And it's like... Usually they're not trying to save the world. At all stages, they're like not trying to save the world, they're just on an adventure, and I greatly appreciate that. Which character was weird? Hisoka. Hunter x Hunter is a good anime. You look at the standard shonen. Dragon Ball Z, saving the world. Naruto, saving the ninja world. Bleach, saving the soul world and life and death system. One Piece, kind of save. No, they're not saving the world. They're just trying to become the Pirate King. But it's gonna be saving the world. It's gonna be recreating the government controlling the world. My Hero, saving the world. Jujutsu Kaisen, saving the world. A shonen is typically saving the world. Hunter x Hunter? Nah, he's just trying to find his dad. Literally each arc is just, you know, them getting caught up in crazy shit. But even the Chimera Ant King arc, the Chimera Ants are never possibly going to take over the world. The amount of, like, strong humans that could have stopped the Chimera Ant King is, like, double digits. The ants never stood a fucking chance. I knew it, the zesty ditty of Hunter x Hunter. I figured, yeah. I like Hisoka. I think he's a great character for the series. They just have a few scenes of him being fucking weird, and it's like, don't do that. Why did you include the scene of him staring at Gon and Kilo's butts and licking his lips? Why did you fucking do that? Just trying to find my dad. That's my dad. Hisoka is an easily misunderstood character. Mr. Shining Crotch. I like the combat sexual part of him, Hobbit. I think what he does for the series, like, I wouldn't want him removed. I think he's a really, really, really good character. It's the scenes where he's, like, literally busting a nut in the Heavens Arena as Gon punches him, that he's like, oh, Gon! That's like, alright, this is a little much. And then the scene in Greed Island, where he's just staring at their butts and he licks his lips, and Bisky's like, alright, you're in the front. Alright, you're fucking weird, dude. That's the stuff that's like, you didn't need to increase this. Yeah, him being a battle junkie is good. That's good. Is that a fucking forehead? You playing tic-tac-toe on his forehead? No, I'm not saying what the character does helps at all. But he's just horny for good fights. He's just horny for good fights. And I'm down for that. 90% of Hisoka in the series, I'm all for. Even when he's like getting like excited and licking his lips at thoughts of battle. Even if it's with Gon and Killua. Right? When he's in Heaven's Arena, I'm kind of okay with him being like, oh my god, Gon is so good. Even when in the license arc, when Gon steals his license, when he's like super freaked out from that, I'm okay with that. They're not doing combat stuff at all. Gon and Killua are just walking there, and he's like, just hard zooms in on their butt and licks his lips, and it's like, why? Why did you do this? This one scene just completely invalidates any. He's only combat sexual. He's not weird at all. Mr. Shining Crotch, battle sexual lick. Him being a battle junkie is good. Don't let this distract you from the fact that Bungee Gum has the properties of both rubber and gum. The battle horny fighter is my fave trope. It's done well sometimes. It's done well in Final Fantasy XIV. It's for the most part done well in Hunter x Hunter. I'll give you a really bad example of it. Tales of Vesperia. Zagi is such an awful character. Please get him off my screen. Please get him the fuck out of here. Invincible has a great one. I have not seen a single episode of... No, I've seen the first episode of Invincible. Other than that, I've not seen any episodes. I have seen a lot of clips online, so I'm pretty sure Conquest is the battle junkie guy. I'm trying to think of another one. Battle Beast? You've easily seen it? Oh no, Conquest is just lonely. Oh, is Battle Beast the lion guy? I don't know when, maybe after I die. But I can't wait for them to anime Hisoka vs. Crollo. I have seen the stills of that image and holy... I don't like it when they make the battle horny fighter just a dumb butt mixed with comic relief. It all comes back to Tails. Yep, Battle Beast don't give a fuck what side he's on. He just wants a good fight. Who's fucking... Gimmy's? Okay, Gimme. What are we at time-wise? 11:43? God, why? Good lord. They're putting stickers down in front of me. And one of them put down an angry cat. And Haxie's putting anime faces over it that make it atrocious. Bye-bye, Haxie. They're still here. They're just done walking. They did 4 miles. Don't compare Battle Beast to Hisoka. At the very least, he doesn't stare at young boys' butts and get a shining crotch. I remember fucking losing it when Hisoka has done all his shit in the Spider Troop, and he's like, oh, Crollo, I've been waiting for this. I'm gonna kick your ass. This is gonna be such a good fight. Let's go, baby. Pulls the sticker off, and he's just like, come on. And Crollo just goes, I see. You miscalculated. I can't use my powers at all. I don't think it'll be a fun fight for you. And Crollo, or not Crollo, Hisoka just gets like the fucking black and white, just stone face, just like, you fucking what? And he's just so mad. That shit was so awesome. We are at 5 miles. We have a lot more to go. Oh god, we have more than an hour to go through. Two of the streams I was lurking in have ended. Whoa, wait, hang on. Whoa. Hang on. Oh, no, we're good. Oh, God. I brought up the streams I was lurking in. And I was like, I've got a stream of myself open. Well, that's not right. So I changed that to Wolfie's stream. But in doing that, I saw like, oh wait, I'm seeing my stream in OBS, and I'm seeing my stream in this. Has OBS started showing the wrong Firefox window? Oh no! No, I was just looking at the same thing. Ahsoka got blueballed. Speaking of Death Stranding, I have like 25 hours in the game. I just found out you get exo legs. I'm now up to chapter 3. Imagine invading and becoming a member of a notorious group secretly to fight their leader, only to be cock-blocked when you reveal your real identity to them. Can't blame Hisoka's black and white reaction to that. Dude, it's so funny. It's so funny how he was just so ready to go and just fucking cucked. If I was him, I'd go back to being a manga too. Hisoka was always like, oh, this guy is problematic, but I can forgive some of these things. You know, he helps them. He helps them a lot. And then he kills the one character, and it's like, oh, I'm less okay with this guy. I'm really upset that he killed this guy. Oh, man. There's the angry cat sticker in front of me. And then I think it's Haxie's. Yep, Haxie's put like a little chin scritches hand under it, and it looks so fitting. I hate Jing. I fucking hate Jing. This guy can like eat a bag of dicks. This guy's like, oh, I don't want to see my son because I gotta set him on a journey to meet me. Just go fucking meet your son, loser. What the hell is that? I was very happy to see Leorio punch him. What else was there? I don't know. Hunter x Hunter feels legendary. I love it. The Meruem chairman fight. An entire bag of dicks, huh? An entire bag. The Meruem chairman fight is one of the most legendary fights in anime of all time. Like, God, it's just so good. Nero's outburst was great. Shame about their VA passing though. I didn't know about that. Oh, that sucks. Hunter x Hunter is one of those things that, like, everybody wants them to do more episodes of. Everybody is constantly like, when are they gonna continue it? I almost feel like they shouldn't. I almost feel like it has a good stopping point. JPVA passed in 2020 at 55, sadly. To do more Hunter x Hunter would be another, like, 50 to 100 episodes minimum. Probably like 100 to 200 actually, because it's the fucking Dark Continent arc. And that's just a whole bunch. And I feel like that's just a lot for a series that's just not been doing anything. Vocally, Hunter x Hunter. Is it Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter? Anytime you see a Japanese IP, anime, manga, light novel, if it has an X between words, you don't pronounce the X. So, Spy Family, Hunter x Hunter. You don't pronounce the X, but it is written out. Nah. X means cross a lot of the time? Okay. So it'd be like Spy cross Family, or Hunter crosses Hunter. Either way, you don't pronounce it. Yeah, but you were wrong about the bird Pokemon. Okay, buddy. Bro's playing shogi in his mind, while Netero's sweating and pulling everything. See, I think it's the other way, Red Panda. I think it was like, no matter what Meruem did, Netero is like, I've won. Like, from the very beginning, I've already won. Like, just, there's nothing this dumb ant can do to achieve victory. I win. Hunter squared. Is it Hunter Hunter or Hunter X Hunter? Vocally, Hunter Hunter. Hunter times Hunter, no. X means cross a lot of the time. Yeah, but you were wrong about the bird Pokemon. Like how Monhunt Generations is Monster Hunter Cross for JP. It'd be better if you pronounce it Hunter times Hunter. Hunter squared. You pronounce it Hunter Hunter. These guys are being jerks. It is just Hunter Hunter vocally. Written, you write the X. But if you pronounce the X in any way, if you say Hunter times Hunter, people be like, okay, you're memeing. But if you say Hunter X Hunter, you're gonna get the, what's the guy from The Simpsons? With the fucking crazy hair? The serial killer that hates Bart? Oh god, what's his name? Bob? Sideshow Bob. If you say Hunter X Hunter, you're gonna get the Sideshow Bob scene with his brother, where he goes, "Ah yes, I too enjoy Hunter Hunter. It's quite a good anime." And they're going to intentionally say it the right way on you, to flex on you and inform you, you don't say Hunter X Hunter, you fucking knob. Jesus, how delayed is my stream? Hunter squared, Hunter 2, Hunter X Hunter, Hunter squared, Bob. Jesus, how delayed is my stream? Hit pause and then hit play. I need a drink. I think this zone is neat. I think it's a cool zone. At the same time, of the 4 zones of War Within, 2 of them are really cool, and 2 of them are just okay. Is it predicting the future on your side, Gana? I don't know why I'm thinking of this now. Ringing deep snore. Yuli, what's up, Cairo? Seen the first Bob before? He asked about it. Bye, sleepies. I saw a TikTok this morning. Genuine question since it's coming up. Gun to your head. How much do you know about Xenoblade 1? I don't even know which characters are in which Xenoblade. I know Shulk is the main character in one of the Xenoblade games. I know Pyra and I think her name is Mithra? The hot ones in a lot of fucking Rule 34 videos are the main characters in a different Xenoblade game. And then there's a third Xenoblade game, which I think is the one you've been playing, where it's neither of those. That's about it. I knew it. The same chats of fate that I encountered yesterday. Sleepy's Pat. Heal in love. I thought Xenoblade was a Monster Hunter game. No, I've been playing Xenoblade Cross Lamau, the spin-off. So wait, there's Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3, and then X? So there's 4 Xenoblade games? Yeah, I know the one from Rule 34, Lamau. Yeah? Oh my god, there are 4? I thought you've been saying there were 3 this whole time. What was I gonna say? TikTok video. This girl, this woman, she goes to a hair removal place, and she's getting waxed, right? She's getting her legs waxed specifically, the back of her legs. And, the girl, you know, doing the waxing is like, do you want your butt waxed? And she's like, well, I can't really see my butt, but yeah, sure. Hi, Molly. Let's get my butt waxed. She's like, okay, I need you, you know, put your hands back there and spread your cheeks. You know, just hold them apart so I can wax all this. And she's like, okay. And, the hair removal lady, she's waxing this woman's butt. And she goes, I just gotta say, ma'am, that is the most gorgeous ring. And this woman's like, wow, okay. Never been complimented on my fucking butthole, but you know, I guess that is a pretty meaningful compliment. Thank you for complimenting my ring. I don't really know what it looks like too well because I can't see it that often, but you know, thanks. I really appreciate it. I think that's a genuine compliment. And the hair removal lady goes, no, like your wedding ring. Because she's holding her cheeks back with her hands, and she thought the woman was talking about her butthole, and she's like, oh yeah, my ring, thanks. Thanks. Hi, Chewie! I only know Xenoblade 1 from Smash Bros. 1 through 3 is its own trilogy, X is a black sheep. The only known characters from Rule 34 lines up TikTok, Bombardillo Crocodilo. Hey, your donut looks poggers. Chewie just coming in going, Euland? What are you talking about? Okay, Chewie, the full story, this woman was getting her legs waxed. The waxing lady was like, you want your butt waxed? And she's like, yeah, sure, if you think you need it. The waxing was like, okay, spread your cheeks. She's holding her cheeks apart. I've been listening long. Okay. I just gotta say, that is a gorgeous ring. She's thinking about her butthole, because, I mean, to be fair, she's literally, like, spreading her cheeks, right? It's very on her mind. That often, so, like, that makes you want to die? And listening. Is that Gulps a blocked sticker? Yeah, it is. He just wanted to say it again. Guess we're listening to it again. I did a very fast version the second time. Fuck you. Fuck you. I thought... That's such a, like... Oh, God. It's such a, like, Alright, I want to die from this type of conversation. I can think of the last time I had a moment like that. You guys might actually recognize some of these names. Elite from Team 5 from the VR Chat streaming days. He doesn't play much VR Chat anymore, but you know, back then he used to stream it 5 days a week. I modded for him. And at one point, you know, a lot of Team 5 people would come through, say hi, you know, whatnot. One of them comes through, her name was Dragonfruit. Well, a couple weeks later, we're at like Elite's birthday party. He's drinking, everybody's drinking. And Dragonfruit comes up to me. And she's like, hey, I think I recognize your name from somewhere. And I was like, really? Most people don't recognize this name at all. It's really cool to see a Tales fan though. And if you recognize the name, you must really be into it. And she's like, Tales fan? Like Sonic Tales? I was like, no, like Tales of Zestiria. Tales of the Tales games. And she's like, I've never heard of these in my life. Oh, I know where I recognize your name from. You mod for Elite. And I was like, oh, I thought she was recognizing my name from the Tales games. She's literally just recognizing it from Twitch. Oh, yeah, yep, I do mod for Elite. I'm gonna go fucking disappear for 30 minutes now. That one was a moment of, oh god, kill me. Sorry, I missed it. Can you tell me about your ring? No! We're not doing it again. That's the last time I had a moment of, I cannot believe this conversation, I want to die. Twitcher. I need a drink. That wasn't bad, though. It sure felt bad. It sure fucking felt bad that I was nerding out Tales with this girl that I thought was a super fan. And she was like, yeah, I've never heard of those before. Germany. Germany has invented a sport. Little did we know, Yulin reached for the wrong bottle of water. Oh, God. Germany has invented a sport. The new sport is taking, server racks, so like computer servers, and you have to be a server admin to participate, but, throwing these as far as you can. Just, you know, imagine a 50-foot long court, 20 foot wide, and just, you know, just fucking huck that server. Just huck it as far as you can. I just like Tales games purely because it sounds similar to the Telltale Games studio. Huh. Also 5'7". Oh, is Zuby here anymore? I don't think he is. No. I should have mentioned this when Zuby was here, damn it. It's not a real sport. It seems like more of a festival thing that's like, hey, let's get a bunch of, server admins here that, you know, they have to manage servers for their job. And apparently these are fucking frustrating. Yulin stalking chat? I'm not stalking chat, he was literally here on my left earlier. What do you mean, stalking chat? We're at 29. It's like 50 more minutes. Oh, God. Is there a cutoff? We're at 12. I really shouldn't go too long, guys. Little did we know you only reached the wrong bottle. Where's the chatters spreadsheet? Fuck no, we've never had that. Walk the walk and talk the talk, funny man. I really don't want to, like, dedge myself for tree trimming. I'm gonna cut it off. I want to say 6, but that's so soon. I feel like that's too soon. I mean, you can trade video time for incline. I'd be okay with that. Well, it's less about time and more about exhaustion. Well, I need time and exhaustion. I don't want to, like, go super long and only have, like, 1 hour to nap. I also don't want to do incline and be, like, super tired for the rest of today. Cut it off at 10 miles. Do I tab back to a cat fingering an anime girl? It's a pregnant anime girl, isn't it? Shush. What the? That's a secret. You guys can't see the stickers they're putting down. They are being fucking degenerate with them. I'm inclined for tomorrow. I'm okay with that. Carol, pick your fucking mouth up off the ground. That's gross. That's inappropriate. Them being degens, no way. I'm gonna cut it off at 6. Wow, that actually lines up way too much. There's no fucking way. Oh my god, you guys need to see this. Look at this fucking, where did my window go? That's there. Look at this fucking emote just sucking on the fingers. Like, wow. It lines up too well. God damn. I like how the moment we saw it, all of us knew, like, wait, it's too good. It's too good. Wow, sucking. You are inhaling those fingers, Cairo. God damn, just a second. Good night, Tylin. Next to the tiny Auric, sucking on fingers of Kimmy. Good night, Elder. Sleep well. I did nab a sneaking clip of Cairo yesterday. Don't be surprised, one of those stickers is yours. He said something sus. Oh no. I meant to get like 2 clips from yesterday, and I completely forgot to go back from them. Now I'm like, I don't remember what they were. Look at this distinguished toe-sucking gentleman, so noble. So noble? He's fucking crying about it. He's not even like dignified or even, you know, elegant about it. He's fucking crying. Tears of joy. Cry, good night, Elder. We're at 5.86. I'm going to cut it off at 6. I would like to go the whole way, but I really, really shouldn't. The last thing in my notes is Hypercharge. I don't fully know about this or what it is, but it's a game called like Hypercharge something. So free incline tomorrow. I might do 2 or 3 free incline tomorrow. We'll see. I think he was crying because of the delectable flavor. This game called Hypercharge. This dude tweets out about the game. Time for you to sleep. Bye-bye. Sleep well, Lofner. This guy tweets, the game has no players on Xbox, and it takes, you know, can't get into a lobby. He looks on Steam, and the game has, like, 14 players. And he's just like, damn, what a failure of a game. And the main dev responds. The main dev sees this guy talking shit on his Hypercharge game, and he responds, right? And normally you think, you know, uh-oh, dev responding is not gonna go well. And the dev responds with something, yeah, there's not a lot of players, but maybe someone is playing couch co-op. And you know what? If even 2 people are having fun together, that's enough for me. Success in games and anything really isn't about, like, you know, making money or numbers. It's about, you know, accomplishing something that you set out to do. And I feel like I've done that with this game. Just a wholesome, nice message that everybody loved, right? The game then sold like thousands of copies and people went and tried it because it was one of those like, damn, what a base dev, what a good thing for them to say. Because he could have like talked shit. He could have been like, hey man, if you don't like the game, just don't fucking play it, idiot. But no, he took the high road and was like, I'm thankful for what I've accomplished. I'm thankful for those 20 people playing the game. And now people really like that, and the game is doing a lot better. One of those person is a good person and gets rewarded for it stories. 5.97. Just a little more. Just a little bit more. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. I went to the... Is that one emote? Gimme. Gimme, what the fuck is that? Ugh. Damn, he showed them that good faith still gets rewarded. Thought you were gonna say it was in beta or something, lol? I don't honestly know anything about the game. I just know it's called, like, Hypercharge something. 8, 9, 6. 6 miles. Whoa. Just wobbled a little there. We did 37. It's like just short of halfway. Ugh. Give you guys this. I'm getting the fuck off the treadmill. In 1. Okay. My immersion 896. Counting with Yulin. Beautiful cat with homophobia. It's heterochromia. It's not even homochromia. Oh my god. 896 was, 0.8, 0.9, 6 miles. You guys wait here. I want to change to my people. I love the homophobia cat. Don't say that. Yeah, it's heterophobia, not homophobia. Puzzle emoji. They showed me a print of a cat with 2 different color eyes, and they're like, we love this cat with homophobia. It's like, homo means same. It's not same. Avatars. EJ. Done. Enough gay thoughts. Time for gay actions. Can't have shit with these people. I can't have shit around these people. Booty, I love the homophobia cat. There's heterophobia, not homophobia. Puzzle emoji. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 8, 9, 6. Friend shape. Why it's funny. It's like the running races are dying out. Like if you're a true racist. We're going to a fucking PC only world. I gotta get rid of this guy. Let's see. They're fucking OS compatible, damn it. Here we go. Friends. Raw portal. Enter. Portal. Why it's funny? It's like the running races are dying out. Like if you're true racist, Meanland. He knows there's a point where it's too many buttons. Button stickers. He knows spamming me with prints and stickers gets on my nerve. Actual segregation? Yes. Bring this here. This can come down a little. PC's only our world. Get fucked. I'm gonna put camera there. I'm gonna chug water. Focus on your work, you fucking jobber. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling Cairo Auric a jobber. Is there a way to turn off the, thingies here? The colliders? Double click the left trigger. I don't think I actually... Collider off. Prejudice against phones. Sad to see it. Why does your choker keep coming back? Does it not have persistence? It resets on calibration or world join. It's a toggle with VRC Fury that I liked when I first saw it and I set it, and then the more it does this with my choker, I'm like, this is fucking annoying. I want to get rid of this. And I intend to when I get back to avatar work. Gotta do this with my legs. You can still kind of see it anyway. Oh, behavior. Level pitch. Flying. Local. Let me just jump a little bit so that it stops fucking doing that anytime I put my head back. Ugh. Okay. This world do be pretty though. It's a nice world. I like sitting on this couch at the end of stream. Oh shit. That's my gum sock. Okay. I like sitting here at the end of stream. I don't really like sleeping in this world. It's okay to sleep in, but you really have to limit it to like 2 to 3 people. It's a Japanese world. That everything's fucking tiny in. So there's like one bed. You sleep out on the dock? I need to be in the beds. There's like one pretty small bed that like, with my default size, I just like, my feet are hanging off the end and I'm like, this thing's fucking tiny. Justice for Cairo Kimmy punch someone. You think Kimmy can punch anyone right now? He's desktop. Thank you for fighting the fight with me. Down with the bourgeoisie. I'm here for you. Bourgeoisie, my favorite French dish. Do you like Elon just constantly winking at the camera? God, I want face tracking so bad. Sleep out on the dock. If I'm not passed out on someone, I'm usually passed out on outdoor ports of maps. Limiting Elon to 2 or 3 people? The humanity. That's messed up. What? She's not gonna punch me. She's literally in desktop. I can't go back to no face tracking. Right now, all of my emotes are bound just to my right hand. Doing anything with my left hand has no effect on it. I thought this was going to be a great idea when I was walking, because that way I would keep my left hand on the bar, and I wouldn't have to be like doing this stuff with it while holding the bar. I could just hold on to the bar. With my right hand, I could, you know, go through my faces and do stuff like that. Without it like fucking up my fingers holding the bar. The problem is the multiple stream cameras isn't out yet, and so I don't even have any benefit to doing facial expressions with just my right hand while walking, because none of you can see my face. Eventually you'll be able to see my face when I'm doing that, but not yet. I forgot to save out one funny time the other day. Then bring it up. So having all of my gestures to just my right hand is weird, especially when I get to this part of stream, because I talk with my hands. So anytime I like do this, I'm closing my eyes. It's like, oh, damn it. Anytime I fucking point, oh, apparently I'm doing my fucking lick emote. Ugh. I forgot to save out one funny time the other day. He specifically did not want people to join him. No. I want people to join me. We had Cairo, Kimmy, and Haxie with us. They're all being fucking menaces with the stickers. Cairo was leading it, so I picked a PC-only world so that he couldn't join. Honestly, he's supposed to be f***ing on work anyway. Kimmy joined. Haxie probably went to go shower. And will be joining probably in a bit. But I did kind of cut it off so that one couldn't join. I have not been in VR chat since 2023. Is there a reason, or just like just not feeling it anymore? Gas. I do get annoyed when default no grip is eyes closed. I like hands open, eyes closed, because I don't want to. When I want my eyes closed, I was thinking of like the imagine your hands down at your sides, but you've got them open like this, and you just, you know, da-na-na. That's what I imagine like my head pat stances. I didn't want to do a fist for when I've got my eyes closed and I'm getting head pat. Made sense in my head. If you want to keep base look while talking, turn off gestures in your gesture menu. I used to do that a lot. If I could flick it, if I could set it with a button, so like my mute button, and just turn it on and off that fast, I'd consider that. And I could rebind it. That's actually not a bad thought. That would take some getting used to. Right now I'm kind of just okay with this. And eventually I'll have face tracking and it won't be a thing at all. I was chilling in a world friend joined, was chatting a little bit, then Cairo joined and fell asleep. I fell asleep not long later and got woken up, being constantly shocked by Cairo, and ended up right on the trigger limo. Scared the absolute shit out of me. Haxie, you cannot be going to fucking bed with a shock collar on. You cannot be doing that. Alright, it's 10 to 6 people. Too easy. Better not risk it. Huh? What do you mean? Why are you sleeping with a collar on, SMH? Sorry, I missed your example. My keyboard takes up the entire screen. I have my gesture toggle set to touchpad click, not a sensitive press. The only time I don't have it on during walking after that one time. I respect that, Haxies. Me when I get mine. Noted, but that sounds like a mistake. I would never fucking have a shock collar on for naps. I would never have a shock collar on in general. What are you? I am so pain averse. The idea, the concept of being at risk of being shocked at all times is like, absolutely not. Feeling not a true bottom? I think I'm a true bottom. I just don't think I'm a masochist. I think that's very exclusive terms with each other. They can be like the same person, right? You could be both a bottom and a masochist. But like, I don't think one is required to be the other, damn it. Maxi confirmed true bottom. Fair point. There are absolutely tops that are masochists. There are absolutely bottoms that are sadists. I think they are very exclusive of each other. I think bottom and masochist often go together. I forgot I'm a big maso. You know what's so funny, Haxie? I made a masochist joke in Proxy stream like 6 years ago, in 2019. And that shit lived with me literally till today. Pick a struggle. I made the masochist joke. I don't even remember what it was about. But it was, at the time I was like, this is funny. And it was. But it was like the next day I show up and they're like, well, if it isn't the masochist, were you fucking stabbing your thigh or something? I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, you were masochist. You said thing yesterday. Oh, yeah. That shit just traveled with me for years. And I had no one to blame but myself. Personally, I'm fine with pain. I cannot enact pain on myself. Feeling an M? No. I am not an M. I'm definitely not a sadist. I am very much into bondage. I like being tied up. Being tied up is fun. What are you doing? She's drawing fucking restraints. Tied you up. Okay. Yuland is hang on. I like it, I'm fine with pain. But 0 tattoos, go figure. When you say 0 tattoos, is that you have 0 tattoos or you find tattoos very off-putting? Bondage, cool. Pain makes me feel bad. The thoughtful, I'm very into bondage. I love them? Okay. I want them? Go get some. I have low pain threshold, but high tolerance. So I yelp like a cartoon character for comedic effect. Actually get a tattoo with me, I need more. But I'm no good with money, even though I should have lots of... Tattoos are expensive. I I wouldn't really be against any tattoos. I don't really have any desire for them. If I got a tattoo, I'd be getting very low pain tattoo areas. So I'd be getting like thighs, waist. I would not be getting anything that's like, you know, bone is close to the skin. Absolutely hell no. I've gotten one tattoo right on my wrist and it was deep black and then full color over it. Biggest problem is picking the one I want. Okay, shower, still listening though. Okay, get a dancer tattoo, Yuli. Fuck you. Getting you a foot tattoo, got it? No. No. Bye, Haxie. Shock collar while showering? Please, no. Please have that off. I don't know. I'm not against tattoos. I gotta seize. The person who was here earlier, Haxie, Gurzuvi, they have like, I don't know what it is. It's almost like it stems from childhood trauma or something. They are genuinely repulsed by tattoos. So like if they saw someone with a tattoo, they're like undateable. Would never date them. And it's like, Zuby. They're like, I know it's taste, but they cannot stop themselves. You start talking about tattoos and they put like a cringe emote in chat and I'm like, Zuby, chill. Meanwhile, the opposite side of the spectrum, Barisu, is like, I want to fucking dye my eyes black so that I've got black sclera. And you're like, oh my god, girl, chill. Oh, just in case you don't know, Yun, color's done with 3 to 5 needle guns. Great, me but smokers. What do you mean by 3 to 5 needle guns? Is that like you're getting stabbed by 3 needles at once? Or is that you have to do 3 passes over it? What does that say? STI. Oh, okay. Stinky. Should have done it the other way around, Lamau. Yeah, I'm kind of like, that makes a lot of sense reading it from that way. 3 to 5 needles in the head of the gun instead of just 1? So you have to stab the same spot 3 times, or? Either way, it sounds awful. I think I went over all my notes for today. Hypercharged Jev said the really cool thing. Talked about Tails, the Hot Springs, and 110 boss. I did Monhun with Kuro this morning. I was playing Akuma a lot. That was a lot of fun. I got stuck. We were fighting a monster at one point. I think we were fighting a Yankutku. And when we killed it, I did the Shoryuken. And I landed right on the edge of a ledge. It was like a ledge that you could get up to and jump off of. Bye, Kimmy. And as Akuma, I just went up there and just got stuck. I just fucking stayed up there. And you know, the hunt ends, the monster dies, and Kuro carves it 3 times, and he's like, where did Yellen go? And I'm like, I'm stuck. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I'm up here, and I can't fall down. He can see me on the minimap. He can see me on the minimap, but like, I'm just not on his screen. And he's like, whoa, what the fuck? Where did you go? I just did a Shoryuken up into the air and didn't land. It was so funny. 3-5 needles in the head of the gun instead of just 1. Filling in is relaxing, Lamau. You coomed a lot? Okay. So think of a pen with 1 nib. And then imagine that pen having 3 to 5 nibs. I don't know what a nib is. I feel like I need a visual picture of this. Hi, Yulin. Hi, Cap. Monhun with Crew. I got to play like an hour and a half with them, and that was fun. Germany invented the sport of server admins. Oh! I didn't talk about the biggest thing in my notes today. Throne suggestions. Good lord, boy. I don't know what a nib is. So yesterday, we had like 50 throne suggestions. I didn't delete them all, by the way. I was just like writing them in my notes for this morning. Also, Cairo suggested one thing, and he was like, look at your notes, Yulin. Tell me which one I suggested. To go over the throne suggestions. How to be a happy submissive, the book. 15-in-1 baby food maker. BDSM restraints. 100-watt portable solar panel. Xenoblade guide, just a guide to all the Xenoblade games. Bunny tail butt plug. Hi, Violet. Bunny tail undies. Physical V-Bucks. Just like literally physical V-Bucks. Like 3D printed V-Bucks. Protein bars. Computers for seniors for dummies. Vibrating bunny ring. Car digital cluster gauge. 1,500 price tag. Pregnancy pillow. One singular nerds rope. Just one. Just like one. You're like at the store. You're like, I feel like a nerds rope. You grab like one of those and it's like 99 cents. That reminds me of the Bitcoin story at the airport. They still make nerds rope? Yep. More BDSM restraints. Color Run bundle. 180 pounds of slime and food coloring. What? Minus 3 critical hit on the Yuland. Thank you, Violet. 39-inch anal snake. Okay. Steel water gun safe. $5,300 price tag. Shipping container swimming pool. $40,000 price tag. Oh my god. Kiddie pool. 26-inch inflatable pool. 1 cent price tag. Sexy magical girl eye. So the hentai I was talking about yesterday. Helping your child with picky eating, the book. Coal miner costume. $2,100 price tag. 275 gallons of hydrochloric acid. What? $10,300 price tag. Hi, Noodles and Cairo. Slime fetish sock. Hi, Violet. Hey, I'll take the gun safe. Dylan making a Mr. Beast video. TEX 18K two-tone gold 26... No, not 26. Necklace. TEX 18K two-tone gold necklace. $35,500. Followed by one single russet potato. Just a singular russet potato. At 1 cent kiddie pool versus 40K swimming pool potato time. 4 boxes of salmiakki mix. 20-piece colonoscopy bags. 25 tablets laxative, which, by the way, is $300. Why the fuck are laxatives that expensive? Bedside toilet chair. Come on, fuck you. Alright, fuck you. Bidet. $19,000. A literal $19,000 bidet. It has pre-misting for the side of the bowl, so it, collects less gunk and stains less. Custom Damascus knife, $8,800. Lego Star Wars Destroyer, $3,400. Why is that expensive? Legos is way too pricey. Gold Mario Amiibo, $223. $1 bag of salt chips. I don't know how you get this to be fucking $1. I feel like with the Amazon delivery it should be more, but $1. Corrugated shipping boxes, $1,200. Just a pallet of shipping boxes. You gotta move? Here's a pallet of shipping boxes, $1,200 worth of boxes. Hi, Archangel. Devil Joe figure. This one was actually kind of tempting. This was like $230. I'm like, that's a lot for a figure. I don't want to figure that much, but it's really cool. Eggs. Just a 12-pack of eggs. Like Beautiful Joe? No, like Devil Joe from Monster Hunter. A banana. Much like the singular potato, just a singular banana. Unisex sissy underwear. Okay. 18-foot conference table. $13,000 price tag, by the way. How the fuck do you get a table that's $13,000? Buy a fucking door at Lowe's and cinder blocks. Holy shit. Dog clicker trainer, but specifically in Cairo colors. So orange or blue with an orange button. Just accept some of these like Legos in the bidet. Just say heck it no. Like Beautiful Joe. Ah, whoosh over my head. Devil Joe, my beloved. Ugh, that word. That's targeted at me. You know it is. Just get Yulin Pantries SMH. I hate it. I don't like the word noodles personally. I really disliked it growing up. Now that I've seen it more and I know more about it, it makes sense and I kind of fit it. But I feel like it comes with an aesthetic of that side of femboy that I really don't like. Yeah, the S word is, I don't like it. I feel like it's almost always associated with the femboy aesthetic that I don't like. And femboy aesthetic is either like really soft hoodies, loose clothing, or like just the sluttiest latex that's like, I'd rather just call you cute, to be honest. My scientific index had all the characters called that, and it's cringe. Devil Joe figure, eggs, banana, unisex underwear. 18-foot conference table, $13,000. Dog clicker trainer, Cairo colors. Alienware monitor, $900. $900 for a fucking monitor? Huh? $85 Keychron keyboard. Fucking hell no. Steel Series mouse. That one's a little tempting. 10 live crabs. Just 10 crabs. Just 10 alive crabs. Chase Lounge sofa. $7,000. 576 deodorant sticks. It comes as a pack of 576 deodorant sticks. What? Toilet tissue paper machine. So this is a machine that you put in like the paper and ingredients and it makes toilet tissue paper. $20,000. It's the whole machine. It looks like it takes up an entire room. Why are you not walking? Hi, Sheepy. Sheepy, we walked 6 miles. I didn't update my title, but we already walked 6 miles. I was talking the other day, Sheepy, about how cute it was when I rated D, and D was like, guys, just in case you don't know, Yulin's got a Fansly you could subscribe to. Am I supposed to talk that? I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that. Yulin, I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to talk about that. Sheepy only heard the second half and messages me, and they're like, hey, is everything okay? And I'm like, okay with what? What's wrong? And she was like, I heard D say this, that maybe she couldn't talk about something. I was like, oh my god. What a funny thing to like only hear the second half of. God, I appreciate you, Sheepy. The last thing on the throne suggestions. The only Josh Gibson signed baseball on Earth. That's it. Just a Josh Gibson signed baseball. I don't know who Josh Gibson is. Don't judge me for caring. I'm not crab scared. So what is stopping you? Frightened. Yulin deflects it every time. What did I deflect? Huh? Yulin Siggy. You know what joke gift I want, Yulin? 100 pairs of black underwear. Honestly, that's real. I only go to events because I can drag a friend. Okay, now I can say it. I forgot to read one. The only reason I don't have tattoos is because I'm scared to go alone. I don't like doing anything alone. Yeah. Welcome to the club. It's only lunchtime. Someone bought the only thing on my throne today. Hell yeah, don't judge me for caring. How much is the baseball? I don't remember. It's gotta be dumb. These are weird pics. The Black Babe Ruth. Observe. That shit must be expensive. I be hopping again. Take care, Yun. Much kisses and hugs for Haxie. Bye, Cap. Yulin, why are you so cute? I don't know. I don't know what makes you think that. Oh, one of the people I raided. One of the people I was lurking in is no longer there. Throne. Suggest a gift. Fan suggestions. God, there's more. Oh God, there's more. Where's this baseball? The baseball is... It doesn't have a price. There's no price listed with it. That robe looks revealing. You have no idea, Sheepy. You should get in VR and nap with me so you can see it. Also, I'd take it off for you. But yes, it's very, I need to be careful, Sheepy. If I hold my camera too high above me, you'll see Boiba. And if I go too low with it, I'm not wearing much under it. That baseball is 1.6 million. Oh my God. Elin, why are you so cute? Ely, I just checked Amazon, the cardigan. The baseball is 1.6 million. That robe looks revealing. That is a question, not a compliment. Oh, water and water and water. You wouldn't be surprised. Who is the other cutie? It's Grianne with us. Is that a flirt or a threat? Well, it definitely wasn't a threat. I don't think it was flirting, though. I was just saying if you wanted to get in VR with me. You could see more if you wanted. I mean, it's just the void under the robe. No, it's technically underwear, but very, very small underwear. It's technically the bottom parts of the bikini from my beach day outfit, but without the shorts. How dare. It's not my stream. No hydration redeem for me, please. Elin just likes to show off. True. Elin is best cutie. Hi, Nick. Okay, I can't stay too long. Oh my God, it's 12:40. I thought, how long were we fucking sitting here? I'm way overdue. I'm way overdue. Where are we going today? There's kind of like 4 people that I could raid. What is this person? What is this person? I think we go to Wolfie. I think Wolfie's been the longest of these 3. No nap for you, I guess. We get a nap. I just, gotta get to sleep now. Get longer. All cuties are good. Are you guys going tree trimming? I think so. I think we're going tree trimming today. It's been like we've put it back like 3 days already, so. Fine, I finished my water bottle. Yippee, thank God. Short nap. Grianne wants one. Pins in 3. Ugh. I want to go see the dock that Hobbit mentioned. Hobbit was like, if I'm asleep in this world, it's on the dock. And I'm like, how comfy can that dock fucking be? Okay. Not that bad. It's a fucking hardwood surface, which, I mean, it's VR, so it doesn't matter, but I like to be on a bed. Oh, excuse me. I like to be on a bed in VR. The bed here. It is not a big bed. This is all the space you get. here. Look at me. Auto level pitch. Anchor. Okay. We're going to Wolfie. She's playing Roadcraft. Ugh. I just like staring up at the lights. I very much like staring up at my mirror and seeing me, like, fitted against other people. So either them, holding me or me, wrapped around them. I hate Windows 11. How are you? And I'm good. I gotta get to sleep soon so that I can do tree trimming later. Not be exhausted. Back to work, bye chat. I hope it goes fast, Ants. I hope it goes fast for anybody that's at work right now. Social. He didn't get the joke. Uh-oh. Say, I didn't get it. Eland, are you those types of people that can fall asleep whenever they just want to? Not whenever I want to. I can fall asleep wherever. If I'm tired, I don't care if I'm in a lobby that's like full of a bunch of people screaming and doing memes and shit. I'll still fall asleep. Well, back to work I must go. Hope it goes fast. They have wings. Do they have a tail too? Eland just doesn't sleep any other time. Like staring up at the lights. Oh. Your fringe moves. That's so cute. I'd believe it. I wish I could have a can't sleep any other time. Are you? I'm good. Back to work by chat. Ewan likes watching himself now. Well, okay, maybe a little bit. Wants to be seen so much he can see himself. Bye, Ants. Good luck, socials. You guys going tree trimming? The trick of treating joke. He did not. Good night, Yuli. Alright. Alright. Slash raid. Wolfie Neon. Got the name without the one, right? Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 6 miles today. We did Tales of Vesperia last night. That was a lot of fun. Normally we would be doing Repo on Wednesday. That's dead for the next one. And we don't know if it's coming back when Koyo returns. Hopefully it is, but Wednesdays are a little dead for a bit. Thank you everybody for coming. Your Scoots, bye, good boy. Good job on your walk today. Oh my. Go's not coming back. Bye bye chat. Bye bye chat. I really hope Repo days come back. I really hope Lethal Company. I actually kind of like Lethal Company more than Repo. But yeah. We will do maybe more Tales tomorrow. We're gonna see. I really hope tree trimming gets done today. I love you. Bye. Lethal got a new update? You already? May the Emperor bless you with the tree trimming. Yeah.